Lisa's got some stories from the Howard 100 newsroom. Lisa is busy being a reporter. Lisa, what do you have for us?
Lisa G takes shits at work.
All right, so remember, I think it was yesterday, Gary came in here and said the guy at the parking garage busts his balls all the time.
Right.
Well, I went down there to meet him and to talk to him.
Right.
So I said to him, John, why do you make fun of Gary? He says, because he's easy to bother. Anytime I see him, I just break his balls from whatever happens on the show. Did you see Edie Falco's pitch?
Yeah, he's pretty consumed with Gary's pitch. By the way, I should play you. More reports have come out about Gary's pitch.
It's not dying?
No, it's not dying at all.
It won't die.
No, it's become a thing. It's become like now the announcers go, oh, that's a Baba Booey. You know, it's when you throw the pitch like a girl.
That's crazy.
Gary wants to kill me.
Yeah, Artie just bummed Gary out bad.
I did, and I'm sorry, Gary. I'm just busting balls.
What did he do?
I don't want to go into it.
Oh, it's good.
All right, you know Artie likes that song by Anne Murray, Dreamin'.
Yeah.
I admit it, and it's kind of a gay song, but I admit it. It's dreaming.
So on Artie's iPod, the Anne Murray's picture comes up. The artwork from the album comes up when you play Dreamin'. But so Artie changed it, and it's a picture of Gary pitching.
I know. He just showed it to me. So you showed it to Gary?
But you know how...
And Artie was like laughing for a way long time at the joke, and Gary got upset and left.
Well, you know why I was laughing more? You just saw the picture, but if you hear it with this song, because I had my headset...
That just goes on and on and on.
Goodness.
Well, Howard, I have an announcement.
Yeah.
I can't get a major league team to let me throw a pitch out because everyone thinks I'm a dirtbag. I swear to God that they just don't want anything to do with me.
Right.
But the Trenton Thunder, who are a minor league team in Trenton, New Jersey, the guy said you can throw the first pitch out. So, you know, it's not as much pressure as Gary, and I admit that. But if you want to film it, I'll throw the first pitch
Absolutely.
out. I'll put my money where my mouth is.
Is it the same distance from
the
mound to
It's regulation.
Yeah, it's 60 feet 6 inches.
All right. Well, maybe you'll crack under the pressure.
I might. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is.
All right. Here we go.
All I can guarantee.
What is that?
Howard, it's totally not the same.
It isn't. I know, Gary, and I said that.
Artie doesn't give a shit about Trenton. He loves the Yankees, and Yankee Stadium is like church to him. And if he had to stay at Yankee Stadium, he'd probably still make the pitch, but throwing a ball in Trenton is meaningless.
You know what? He knows I'm going to be way better, and he's pissed.
Why is it meaning? I understand this. Artie admits it's less pressure for him, but this is the closest he can come.
It's about where it takes place and what it means to you.
I see.
No. There's pressure on me now, Gary. Listen. You fucked up, and look what I did. I acted like the biggest asshole on the planet. There's pressure on me, man. I mean,
It really isn't. It's not Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, but you know, Yankee Stadium doesn't exist anymore.
I got a way to solve this. A pitch-off between Artie and Gary at this game.
Okay.
You each throw a strike.
I'm glad to do it.
Oh, now that's a good idea.
There you go. Now it's an even playing field.
It's on.
Gary, there's no pressure.
Even playing field. Now it's an even playing field. You should be able to throw the strike if there's no pressure.
Gary, if there's no pressure...
Yeah.
You should do fine.
Right. Should be a slam dunk.
What are you, a big Thunder fan?
It's not the same pressure for Artie that it was for me. So the comparison...
So what about Fred's idea that if you both throw...
The point is that Artie should throw the first pitch out at Yankee Stadium.
Well, maybe until that happens.
Yankee Stadium doesn't exist anymore. There's that shit fucking pussy field they built next to it. So I can't do it. But come on, Gorilla. We in Manila. Come on, Gorilla. This is the thriller.
Dude. Gary. Fred's point.
Off.
That isn't a bad way to redeem yourself.
It's a good way to settle the argument.
If
you can, I mean, here's the deal.
You and Uncle Tom, you ain't shit.
I understand there's a lot of pressure.
When the show's over, then I'll talk.
It's over, Gary.
Go ahead.
It should have been over a week ago.
Believe me, it's over. It's over. I'll be working construction in 2 weeks. Go fuck yourself.
Gary.
Oh, you think they'll have your back?
Oh, yeah, they will. But I'll still be able to throw like a dude. Oh. You're working construction. We need you to swing a hammer so you can hit an umpire by mistake.
Bring your Anne Murray CD with you, douchebag.
And I'll show them your picture. Oh, God.
All right,
Come on, Gorilla.
The point is, if I were going to do this again and I were going to redeem myself, I'd do it in a place by myself, like... You know, that means something.
But wouldn't that prove that you have the same ability as Artie? I mean, I understand why you say...
I can go throw a pitch and anywhere. I don't need to do it with Artie.
But that's a quick way to kind of shut him up a little bit. If you pitch a strike, too.
Shut me up!
Whatever.
Listen, Gary, what about this? The Trenton Thunder game, it's not me, it's you versus Valerie Bertinelli.
All right. Well, there you go. Gary's not interested in pitching.
I think that would solve the problem because I understand the pressure that he had at Shea Stadium, and I love Citi Field or whatever the fuck it is.
Shea Stadium.
I'm not in a contest with Artie, nor am I tied to Artie. So if I do this, I'll do it on my own. I don't need.
But you're knocking his. But you're knocking his thing. It's like so now you can prove that you're as good as him.
Whatever.
All right. It's enough of that. The man has a piece of wood in his penis.
Wow.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what? I'm so uncomfortable today. It's the worst fucking day ever.
Really?
What's going on?
You know what? It doesn't hurt anymore, but I'm telling you, what time is it? 7:15? I've already peed 6 times.
It's time to talk about your gay pitch.
Gary.
Oh, man.
Let me get off the gay pitch for a second, okay?
Oh,
Gary.
Yeah.
So you went and you had this procedure.
Right.
They got rid of your kidney stone.
Right.
They put, and after the procedure, they put a piece of.
It's a stent. It's
a stent. It's plastic
something.
up your penis so that you'll keep the opening from
Right.
getting.
And it's been uncomfortable. I've almost. Well,
Why are you peeing so much? Are you drinking a lot of water?
well, I have to drink a lot of water, but I'm not peeing a lot. I'm just peeing often.
You know what it is? The stent, the guy explained it. It sort of makes you feel like you want to go all the time.
So there's an urgency feeling, but not necessarily you really have to.
Like I got in the car this morning, and as I was walking down the block from the garage, I could barely get here. And then I've gone at least 6 times this morning.
Wow.
How much longer do you have to keep that thing in your penis?
I'm taking it out a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow, you got to go through this?
Yeah.
Is it going to get any better or is it just going to be horrible?
This is a little new territory for me.
But did you ask your doctor? Are you going to be suffering like this for the entire week?
I don't know. I'm going to call him today, or I'll email him today. I didn't. Nobody gave me any indication that this would be going on.
So when you say uncomfortable, it stings?
No, the stinging seems to have gone away. I just feel like you know when you have to pee really bad?
Yeah.
It's constant. Like I already can get up again. I just came back while you were having this conversation, and I probably can get up and go again.
You know, I was talking to my buddy Pat about these kidney stones, and he was saying to me too, it's a matter of hydration. Do you drink a lot of water?
All I drink is water.
Really?
I don't drink any soda. I stopped drinking iced tea. I drink water like crazy, Howard.
You're
but
talking
it
about
took years to make this stone. He had really bad habits.
Well, it's like an oyster.
I've never been a soda drinker ever, and I've always been a big water drinker, so that's never been the issue.
Wow. Well, all right.
But it's the chocolate, the Tums, whatever else he was doing for years.
I think the Tums did this guy in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
my grandfather used to eat Tums all the time, but he was eating so many Tums, and Tums is loaded, I think, with calcium.
Yeah.
And I think calcium leads to these deposits.
Well, the stones are made of calcium. That's what they're made of.
Jeez, these stones sound scary, man. Like even I've now changed my diet.
that's
And
scary.
you didn't have a problem.
I don't have a problem. I'm so afraid of it.
It is. It's a scary thing to get because sometimes I don't know if it's true, but it could be hereditary. You just get them anyway. You know, I don't.
You might have a.
No, Robin. No.
No.
It's not hereditary?
No. How
right.
could a stone be hereditary?
But could you have a predisposition?
All of a sudden, your grandfather put a stone in you?
No.
My Western medicine doctor says it can be hereditary,
Sure.
but Robin
They
knows
say
better.
everything's hereditary. Heart disease, everything.
You just made me
Disease
feel.
is hereditary.
No,
if
it's
you have
not.
a bad heart.
What? Cholesterol's hereditary, Robin.
no,
no.
you have to eat that.
What you're missing is that, don't you agree that there are people with family histories?
That's right. They could have a proclivity, but they have to eat and live the way that
That's right.
it would make that thing evidence in their lives.
Like
I haven't eaten with my family since I was 20 years old.
if your father and your grandfather all had this condition of kidney stones, you would have to be extra careful. It's like women who have breast cancer in their family have to be extra careful and extra diligent about checking their breasts, getting mammograms, because chances are they might get it.
Explain a guy who's never smoked and gets lung cancer. Like, I mean, nothing's hereditary.
There are environmental conditions too that can cause that. Again, you might have a propensity for something.
Right.
Doesn't mean you're going to get it just because of that. It means if you contribute to it by living the same way as the other people who got it, you will too.
But you could get it anyway, even if you don't live that way.
No, nobody's getting anything anyway. We're living in a stress-filled society, bombarded with pollution, Artie.
All right.
Did your dad have kidney stones?
Oh, but my mom had them forever.
She did?
Yeah, constantly.
So that's where you get it.
She's in and out all the time.
With kidney stones?
Yeah.
So there you go. He's got it in his family history, and then on top of that, he's eating crappy.
He has a very bad diet.
Does your mom have a bad diet?
I don't know. I mean, now she does.
You don't know. Now she does. Now you don't know what she eats.
And I want to say to everyone who called the wrap-up show yesterday, too, I have something that's hereditary in my family. Being really loud and interrupting great...
Hey, how's it going? No, I'm good. How you doing?
Pretty good, man.
All right. Oh, wait. We going too quick for you?
Nah, it's all right.
You getting my good side?
Yeah, I'm getting your good
all
side,
right.
for sure.
Look at his camera, Todd, and look at ours.
I know.
You know? And Howard's the one that don't like to be filmed. And he's got mega cameras. Where am I going?
Right this way.
Right this way?
It's been a while, huh?
Oh, this is the green room. All right. All right.
Today's kind of a big show. Andrew Dice Clay returns to our show after an 8 or 9 year absence.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
And there should be some fireworks because I went over and read what he said about me last night.
All right, so we got the whole transcript and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I can't play it for you. And I was reminded that he was calling me up and calling me rat boy and had real problems with me.
See, I don't even remember. I just know we haven't spoken to him in all this time.
Here's my question. Will Dice be fat? That's number one. Number two, will it turn into an ugly scream fest where Dice will leave and I'll just be more pissed off?
Why don't we just shoot for that?
Here's the only inside information.
Will he be bald?
Here's the only inside information I have. 2 comedians, one you know very well, 2 real funny guys who I know, Jim Florentine and Jim Norton, open for Dice on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah?
Florentine still opens for him sometimes, and Florentine... I feels that Dice feels bad about it. I think that's what he gets from it, and would like to make up. So I don't know if he's going to come out guns a-blazing type of thing.
Artie's absolutely correct. I mean, when Dice and I were talking, he really wants to put this behind him.
I would like to too, but I wonder if we really can.
But he's not coming in to fight,
right?
But that doesn't mean he can't be engaged in a fight.
I think anything ticks him off.
I'm saying he's not looking right,
and anything ticks me off. So it's very volatile.
He's not looking for confrontation, but he does. You know, both of you guys have short fuses if you get pushed in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, I did get pushed in. You know, I went back and read the transcripps, but
let's wait. Made you mad all over again?
Well, yeah, it did. It was kind of like, you know, it was kind of crappy.
That's what happened.
I came in there, I was really good, and Howard is soft, and he didn't do a good interview. He was weak, and I'm not weak. I'm always doing a good appearance. And I was like, you know, it wasn't such a great appearance, dude. It wasn't my fault.
It almost
don't blame me. Don't start attacking that I'm weak and that I'm wimpy.
Take a little responsibility.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
It almost sounds like he wanted publicity. That statement is so blatant and like crazy.
And then he was mad because I went right to the phones, and I'm like, well, excuse me, you know, it was kind of bombing.
It wasn't working,
and I thought maybe the listeners could charge you up. I don't know.
What are you going to the fucking phones for?
How you doing? Andrew Dice Clay here at the Howard Stern Show. I haven't seen Howard, I don't know, 9 or 10 years. You know, we had a little tiff that turned into a whole thing, and I don't know what's going to happen today. You know, I'll go whatever way he wants to go. That's who I am.
Are you coming into this interview with bad feelings towards Howard, or are you...
No, I'm actually looking forward to really seeing him. You know, it's, even though I didn't talk to him for many years, I always considered him a friend. And that's what happens sometimes. Friends fight, and we're both really stubborn, you know, and we both have a lot of the same, you know, kind of fight in us, you know, when we do argue. We both got that heart that nobody likes to give. So, no, I'm looking forward to seeing him.
All right, guys, we'll see what happens.
Okay, we will see what happens. Now get away.
Oh! All right, here he is. This is Dice Clay. Hasn't been on our show in 8 years. There he is, Andrew Dice Clay.
Well, that's the same guy I remember.
It's the same guy I remember. Put on some headphones, Dice, so we can talk.
He's looking around. He doesn't know what it is.
He's confused because this is a new
where's
studio.
the mic?
It's on your headphone.
There it is. It's on your headphones.
Just talk.
This is unreal.
Isn't this nice?
Let me look around a minute here.
Take a look at our new
Holy
studios.
mackerel. I don't know you guys. You should really leave.
That's Artie.
What's up?
This is amazing. Forget about Artie. I'm not here for him.
Right.
He seems very nice.
and I'm sure he's a good friend of yours.
Yes.
But I don't know him yet. Robin, it's great to see you.
It's good to see you.
I can't believe, because I haven't seen you.
Yes. Now, how many years has it been, Dice?
It's about 10 years.
10?
About 10 years.
Is that right?
But I've been listening.
Oh, good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
See, I
that's
never
a big-
stopped listening.
Well, thank
Somebody
you. Dice.
told us it was 97, so that's what we were saying.
96.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 95. It's a long time.
Take
That's
a
what
seat
I'm
and
getting.
relax. Dice, before we get into our particular situation, because I'm sure the
Look at
audience
this.
is curious after
Is
10
this
years.
uncomfortable enough?
The couch?
Yeah.
I think it's way more comfortable than the last
the last
one.
one, yeah.
But it's been a while, and a lot of things have changed in your life. Forget about us for a second.
Okay.
I want to talk to you about your life. No longer married.
No longer married.
Oh.
That was the love of your life.
Yeah, it was.
What happened?
You do have a lot of feuds.
You want to get into that right away?
Sure, why not? Because what if
you want to know something?
when we get
I mean,
into
just,
our thing,
no, but
it
let me
could end
just,
the whole interview.
No,
so
no,
let's
it
find
won't.
out
It
a few
won't.
things.
Don't worry about
All
that.
right.
That's not what I came here for.
Right.
When I call, I will say I'm the one that called Gary. I'm going to just say it out.
Okay.
That you didn't call me, come to the show. It got to the point, we age, we get older, different things go on in our lives. And I would listen to you. That's why I brought that up.
Right.
That even though we fought, and we had terrible fights.
Yeah.
That there I am, when I go to the gym in the morning, running my errands, whatever, I'm listening to Howard anyway and enjoying it.
Right.
And I'm going, this is screwed up that I don't talk to this guy. And years went by.
Yes.
And, when I did, end the marriage, which is an awful thing, which is also something I spoke to Gary about, how, in a way, our lives have really paralleled between controversy and what you do and what I do as performers.
Yes.
And what happened with our marriages. It just got to the point where I said, I'm going to call. I've actually tried to call before. I actually tried calling when you were still at the other place.
By the way, they might have asked me, and I might have said I'm not interested.
Howard.
Yeah.
I do remember getting a call from management, and I do remember bringing it up to you, and we discussed it, and you were just sort of still so bummed out. You're like, no, I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, it wasn't time, and that's okay.
Okay.
But I thought when you came here, I thought it was another breakthrough move. I thought it was a great move.
Thank you.
And I'm also the type of person that likes to break down walls, and there are things I'll get into. I know what you're going through now a little.
Right.
But it got to the point I said, you know what? Our fight, what ended our relationship, what ended our marriages, maybe, I don't know about you, but I know me, is other people getting in between that relationship. And I have a certain rule, like with marriage, let's say, that anybody that would ever come between you and your family or you and your wife, should not be part of your life anymore.
Now, I didn't
but I'm just saying,
I didn't experience that with my wife, but I'm just wondering, in your life, who was it that came between you?
Well, a lot of people.
Hot tub?
No, not hot tub.
Club
funny.
soda?
Hot tub. Wait, that's funny when you hot tub.
Club soda?
No, it wasn't club soda either. It was
family, like parents.
No, different friends that would come into our life that really weren't friends and
poisoned your wife against you.
Poisoned the relationship, and I used
said
to
things about you that weren't true.
Yes.
Said stuff like, "Hey, Dice is out there."
Well, I'm not going to make quotes because I still go through a lot of bullshit with the
ex.
with the attorneys and with the ex.
Oh, you're still into that?
But I used to talk to her a lot and say, why is, let's say, this person still in our home after the problem they caused?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get that person out of your life. I mean, sometimes it's got to be like that. So when it came...
So you were still in love with your wife, is what you're saying.
I was in love with her all the way to the end.
All the way to the end,
Yeah.
but she had had enough of your bringing up these other people. She disagreed with you. And
I
it was too
feel
much.
she had a lot of animosity towards me.
Is she remarried now?
No.
And she's single still?
As far as I know.
You single still, or you got a girlfriend?
I'm going through a whole thing with her. We were engaged, now we're going out again.
You're back
Things
to going
happen.
out?
Right, yeah.
Just to get back to what I was saying before about relationships.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to with you. That when, I said that thing about my wife. Never let anybody get between you.
Right.
Okay?
It's still cryptic, by the way. I don't understand exactly what happened there. That someone could get between
it could be a friend. It could even be a family member.
Right.
If my mother would say the wrong thing to my wife,
you'd stick up for your wife.
I wasn't the mama's boy and say, well, my mother's right. I would destroy my mother for it.
Right.
That was actually one time my parents came to L.A. and they wound up leaving the next day because I couldn't believe the things that she would say to my wife. And I had a huge fight and they left.
Wow.
And I didn't care because, once you're married, that's who you're in bed with.
Right.
You're in bed with that person. You have children with that person.
You see every day.
And I'm a family guy that way.
Right.
Now, who was between you and Howard, though?
No, but let me just say this.
Hot Tub Johnny.
So when it came to you, without fight, and I thought about it, and it took a long time. You get maybe a little smarter, a little more mature.
Right.
Nobody really changes.
Right.
I haven't changed.
Right.
I said, it wasn't even us. It's what came between us.
Right.
Now, I know you talked about, our fight,
Yes.
like what happened, and you're not even really that sure. But I remember what happened.
Tell me from your side what happened, and I went back and researched and read why I got angry. But tell me from your side what happened.
All right. The very last time I came into studio,
right,
I was excited about coming into studio because I used to call him from L.A. a lot.
Right.
All right. So coming into studio was always exciting because whether we fought, whether we had that, even now we got that. We just know when to talk, when not. We have the chemistry.
Okay.
All right. But I was in the studio just a couple minutes, and you went right to the phones.
Yes.
And I even said to you, I said, what are you going to the phones for? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Everyone's excited. The Dice Man is here. There's tons of phone calls coming in. Let's go over and see. People are anxious to speak to you. Dice is
We're
here.
going right to the phones.
You don't want to do that?
I don't care. It don't make no difference to me.
We'll come back to the interview. We'll go back and forth on all this, all right?
If that's what you want to do, it's your show.
Tim, you're on the air.
Oh, boom.
How'd you know it was Tim before you even said
Because on the
anything?
computer it says line 2 Tim.
Oh, you
for
got
Dice.
a computer. I forgot.
Yeah, I got a
What's going
computer.
on in the
We're
world?
high tech now.
Yeah, we're high tech, dude.
But already, this Tim sounds like me. I don't even know if I want to talk to him. For me, I think this might be an impression of me.
All right, go ahead.
This
Talk
might
to
be
Dice.
a setup. I don't know.
No, it's no setup. But
Guys, I heard you just went on vacation. Is that true?
Wrong.
Wrong?
Where'd I go on vacation?
Somewhere in another country. I heard you're a homo.
What?
Faggot.
What?
Hey, stupid ass, hang up the phone. You had your 6 seconds of fame. Goodbye.
I apologize about that.
You see what you do to me right off the
I thought it'd
bat.
be nice to take a phone call.
Wow. What the heck was that?
And they were like some shit calls, some jerk off that sued for like $10,000. Asshole callers.
Right.
And I'm like there, and I want to hang with you and talk to you and have fun with you on the air. Okay. So now what happens is I get a call from
Chauncey.
Okay, you know what? All right, so you know what I'm talking.
Really?
Yes.
So he asked me on the phone. He goes, "So what was it like to be in the studio with Howard?" And I said, "To be honest, I felt he was a little weak." And he goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "Well, I went into the studio, and he went right to the phones, and I didn't know why."
Right.
And then he did the interview, and that's what I said, because I remember the things I say. And then what happened is I was shooting the show for UPN called Hits at the time. And I got the radio on, and you're just going nuts about me.
So the Chauncey from Steppin' Out interviewed Dice Clay.
Yes.
Now, you know how I felt about Dice's last appearance privately. I talked to you about it,
Right.
and I thought it was rather weak, and I thought, and probably the reasons I thought, when Dice came on the show, he hadn't been on the show in a long time. We kept him off a couple of times because I kind of felt he's gotten real pussy-whipped and doesn't talk about stuff. So it's kind of funny. Chauncey interviewed him, and Dice is slamming me, saying I've lost it. That I'm not daring. God, Dice has lost it.
Mm-hmm.
His TV show sucks. His last movie sucked. His previous TV show sucked. His HBO special sucked. And I'm there trying to resuscitate the guy, and he's bad-mouthing me, blaming it on me, that I've lost it.
And I'm going, now, I know this guy Chauncey called you because you spoke about it, but I don't know what he said to you.
Right.
So I call into Gary, and I go, okay, when's this war going to happen?
Right.
And I think it was that Friday that what was funny is I showered for it. I got up, because, it's 3 hours earlier. I go to my guest house because I know we're going to be yelling.
Yeah.
I know when we fight, this isn't going to be, my kids will be, going, what's going on here?
Right. It's going to sound like World War III. Yeah.
So I go to the guest house, and I call in, and, and you went off on me, and you know what? You got the louder mic,
of course,
and you beat the shit out of me.
Right.
I got mad. I went on a TV show. I said things. You went off a little. And then we never spoke again.
Right.
So my point is, we fought about what somebody said to him. You know, what I just said to you wasn't even that bad. You know,
Right.
and if
What
we would have
happened-
hung out after that show, you know, and I said, what'd you go to the phone for? It would have been done at that moment.
What happened
You know?
for me was, and I'll be upfront, I had felt like maybe one or two appearances where you'd come in previously, they hadn't gone that well. And I said to Gary, listen, for whatever reason, I said in the meeting, I said, listen, Dice is a friend of this show. He's done a million great appearances. I said, let's hold off on some appearances for a while. Maybe we have to build up a wealth of things that happen in Dice's life. And he comes in because they do deal with reality.
Well, now I got a wealth. Believe me.
Well, I bet.
Believe me, you can't
but-
begin to fucking understand what's going on.
So wait. So I said to Gary, he said, well, Dice wants to come in and stuff. I said, I'm never going to tell Dice no, so bring him in. And you came in, and I don't know, for whatever reason, I sensed we weren't gelling. And I said, you know, sometimes it's great when the audience gets in on these phone calls.
See, but I never knew that.
Right. Well, that was,
Yeah.
you know, I'm trying to keep a show going and keep it interesting and maybe offer you something that I don't have that day. Maybe there's an angle or something. We'll go to the phones. I do that sometimes. First thing I do when I sign on sometimes, I go right to the phones because there's a
Because you
certain
got
energy.
nothing to say at that moment. All right, I get it.
Or I have something planned, but I want to do it at 8 o'clock or whatever. It just seemed like the right thing to do for me. So for whatever reason, I felt the appearance didn't go that great. Maybe it was me going to the phones. Maybe it was you were off or I was off.
You know what? I could have been off because I'm going to tell you. I know, I mean, me and my wife broke up, it was, 3.5 years ago. But for many years, I was going through a lot of turmoil at home.
Right.
And I tried to straighten it out. And that's a big part of, what went on in my career because I'm the type of guy, if I'm not happy at home, and I was looking to take on the world. We're very similar in that way. Right. You know that.
You're very competitive.
Yeah,
and you
I'm
want
competitive,
to be successful.
and I love doing what I do, and I feel there is nobody that could come close to what I do.
Right.
Well, for my part, I remember, you were going through a transition even in your career.
No, but my career was going up. But when you're fighting at home.
But you were changing. You were, trying to do that whole TV mainstreaming thing.
I was doing what had to be done to pay the bills. That's how I looked at it.
I understand that, but I'm saying we kind of were lost in the who is Dice.
Yeah, and when I saw guys come along like Eminem, for instance, I love Eminem.
Right.
And I saw his controversy. I said, you know what? They're writing the same articles about this guy. They're just taking my name out.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I even said to Robin, when you were doing Hits, the television show, I was confused by the image. And I have to say, Robin reminds me of something. We used to even talk to Robin about it, and the guys would say, I'm not sure where Dice is at right now, because you would come in sometimes, and you were kind of caught between two worlds.
Well, to me, it was a way of staying home, being with my kids. That's important to me.
Whatever you do in your career is fine.
But what you
I
were
was
thinking.
lost. So the fact of the matter is, after the interview, I said to Gary, gee, that appearance didn't go so well.
Okay.
I just chalked it up, hey, it didn't go great.
But
not every show is your greatest.
Right, and I wasn't going to go on the air and say the show didn't go great. Hey, look, for whatever reason, it didn't go great. Then I read the article, and the article blames me for you said, hey, the appearance was bad, and you were, you're doing some bravado, and you said, hey, I'm great. Meaning you, and Stern is weak. I've got the quotes here. Stern is weak. He's not on his game.
I was angry.
He's toned down. You were angry about the appearance, and you were angry with me. And I said, gee, that's such a sucky thing for Dice to do to me. Dice is blaming me because he had a bad appearance. I'll take some responsibility, but to publicly go and do that after all the years of great, you know me, I got a short fuse, and I got enough guys attacking me.
And I got a short fuse, and I get attacked all the time. That's what I'm talking about.
So I saw this public attack on me, and I said, you know what? Screw this. You want to say?
No, you went off.
I went off. I went nuts.
But and you know how to push the buttons like I know how to push buttons. He's not funny anymore.
Well,
he's not
you pushed the wrong one when you said he's done, he's washed up or something. You sort of said he's over.
And
That I said he's over?
Yeah.
All right, you know what? I'm not going to say I didn't say that because I was probably really mad and trying to piss him off.
No, I read it.
And then
I read it recently because I had already forgotten about it.
All right,
And-
well,
and-
it's a stupid article in a shit magazine.
Right, but okay, so but you know me,
You
I
know,
react to
from
everything.
a little fat guy that's got no fucking life.
But he has a tape recorder and he does, you
That's
know,
right.
and
I
know
don't
he's-
give a shit.
and he's accurate.
But
yeah.
but these guys, they know how to push buttons, and they know they could feel when you got a short fuse, and when somebody's getting you right after something that went lousy, you're not going to come off and go, hey, you know, Howard was wonderful.
So I guess
you
I
know,
felt
you get pissed
yeah,
off.
I felt my back was against the wall because now someone's challenging
Yeah, a friend.
my friend Dice, who
Yeah, but
who's
we
a
were
guy I
going-
speak
me-
to off the air, which is rare for me. I mean, there's maybe 4 people I ever speak to off the air.
And with the house hunting, he was out of his mind because we'd pull up to a house. And
I wanted to kill him.
This was his real estate agent.
Yeah.
And me and Johnny are in the back of the car like the children.
Right.
You know, and I'm filming. I'm constantly filming. He's going, shut the camera. Why are you filming? No, because I just like it. You know, and now we'd get to a
Evidently,
house.
I was being pranked.
But this, no, it wasn't about being pranked. It was just really having a good
Getting
time
a
doing this.
reaction, a real reaction.
I loved
I
it.
had a great time, let
This
me
is-
tell you.
This is my, no.
I know you were suffering.
I was having so much fun in those people's homes as Dice and Hot Tub ran through
But the
them.
beauty of it was, I wouldn't go in the house. If she pulled up to a house I didn't like, he'd look at me, very, you know, businesslike, and go, she'd go out to talk to the people, and he goes, why don't you go in the house? And I go, because I don't like the outside. He goes, but you didn't see the, you know how he could get,
Right.
but you didn't see the inside. I go, but if I don't like the outside, I don't care what the inside. Yeah, but this is my real estate person. Well, then tell your real estate person to find the house I like. And he goes, but it would be nice of you just that the other real estate person's here. Just walk through. And I go, I can't do it.
I'm pretty
I
sure the
can't-
relationship deteriorated after that.
No, it did.
actually.
That's-
It
that
actually
was-
kind of did for
no,
me.
that was the fun
I'll be
part.
honest with you. I was kind of like, you know what? This guy's a pain in my ass.
Right, you
No,
were
but then-
really pissed when
No,
he
but
came
he
in.
did
And then he
Really
finally
pissed.
was buying a house on Long
No,
Island.
the voodoo dolls.
And then he saw voodoo dolls in the house. The guy
No.
went came back. Wait,
No,
I
it
gotta tell
wasn't
this.
in the
No,
house.
I'm going to tell
It
this.
wasn't in the
I know,
house.
It was in the lawyer's office.
All right, go ahead.
Oh, my goodness.
And then I'll tell you what you said
I'll
it
tell you.
was.
But here, listen to this. So finally, after bringing him around from house to house, the Ike bailed out, and the broker stuck
Stayed
with him.
with him, huh?
He's a wealthy guy. The broker figures, okay, come on, he's going to buy a house. Sure enough, they take him to a brand new, beautiful built home.
7,500 square feet, right?
Gorgeous.
A white brick house on 4 acres in Laddington, Long Island.
Yes.
And the builders are being foreclosed. So they don't even really want their money.
Wow.
They
Right.
actually want what was it, $950.
Right, $950,000.
$950,000. And the cheapest house on the block back then, this is 15 years ago,
Right.
was $2.5 million.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was getting it for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Okay?
a great deal for
All
him.
right, so now tell what happened.
All right, so he goes to the contract where they draw up the contract for the house.
Yeah.
He walks in, and the real estate broker starts calling me first. She goes,
No, it didn't happen right there.
no,
All right,
wait
go
a
ahead.
second. First, she calls me beforehand. He's right. And she says to me, he's going to get out of the deal. I go, what do you want from me? Whatever he wants to do. She goes, he doesn't like the number of the house. I think there was a 69 or a 13
No, what happened
or
was
something.
we
in it.
went to the lawyer's office in Manhattan
Yeah.
to do like the contract.
Oh,
right?
you didn't like his phone number.
In his office, it was all dark brown, and I hate dark brown.
Listen to this.
No, listen to it. And it was small, and there were like what I would call these little voodoo dolls just lining, you know, the shelves.
Right.
So I'm home at night that night, and it was funny because back then I was living in an apartment on Nostrand Avenue in Brooklyn with my wife, you know, where people would actually see me there and go, what are you doing here?
Right.
Right.
You know, didn't you just do Nassau Coliseum? But I loved living in Brooklyn. I didn't care.
See, he really didn't want to move to Long
Right.
Island.
No,
Right.
so I'm sitting in the kitchen. It's like De Niro, you know, and I'm eating like this takeout Chinese, and she's going, "What's the matter?" I go, "I can't take the house." And she goes, "What?" And I keep saying, "I can't take the house." And she actually, "What are you doing, Robert De Niro?" I go, "I can't take the house." And she goes, "Why?" I go, "'Cause I went to the attorney, and now with these voodoo dolls on the wall, you know." So she goes, "If you don't like it, if you don't have a good feeling, Andrew, you got to have a good." And plus, it had a staircase.
So the real estate. Wait a second.
I'll
The
tell you
real
what he
estate
did to me.
broker. The real estate broker calls me up. She goes, "You got to help me." I said, "I don't want to be involved in this anymore." The guy's a fucking lunatic. I was out of my mind. I said, he's crazy. It's a beautiful house. I said, he was running up and down these houses with Hot Tub Johnny, with and laying on people's floors.
Yeah, hiding in the bathroom.
I mean, like the most juvenile stuff. I said,
jumping on the bed,
and
whatever.
I said,
we love to do that.
She goes, but you don't understand. She says, you got to talk to him. She goes, he went to the lawyer's office, and he's claiming there's voodoo dolls all over the place. I said, what is it? She goes, this gentleman, this lawyer, is a lovely man. He's traveled to Africa. He went and bought original African artifacts. They're wood carvings.
Right.
I said, you're kidding. I call him up.
Yeah, he calls me up. No, he goes like this. It's African art. What are you, a fucking idiot? He goes, it's thousands of dollars of African art. And I'm going, I don't care what it is. It's voodoo dolls to me.
Out of my mind.
But do you know why he was really mad? See, he's a businessman.
Yes.
He goes like this. The next day, they got another $50,000 and sold the house. So they sold it for $1 million
Right.
because it was dirt cheap
Right.
for that area. You know, there were $8 million houses
like
on that.
Oh, yeah.
So he goes, why didn't you call me? I would have bought the fucking house.
And I
go, who was thinking? I didn't want it.
It's the steal of a century.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great house.
That house
I bet you that house today is worth $10 million.
Yeah, maybe more.
Maybe more.
Maybe more.
Yeah. So,
but if I get a bit, and plus, my son was only like, he was a baby. He was 2 years old. It had a staircase that when you went to the top, it was one of those fancy things where you could see over into the media room. See, this is what I hate about the rich. They don't even call it a den.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's
a
the
media
room.
What are you talking about? And so you could see over that way, or you could see over to the front door. And I looked at, I got afraid that, maybe he could fall. I'm safety conscious that way. So I'm like, fuck the house. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I'll find another house.
I realize now, listening to him, he just didn't want to buy a house.
Right,
He wanted to
I did. I wound
up
up buying one in Jersey.
And then you
but that
hated
was haunted.
Oh, that was the other thing. Your house was haunted.
You know what? Ask Happy Face. Ask anybody that was with me at the time.
Then he tells me the house is haunted. I said, you're insane.
Well,
This
he
is
did.
crazy.
Nobody believes
He
me.
came to me off the air, and he said, I got to get, I love Dice as a guest, but I got to get him out of my life because he is really crazy.
Yeah, I said, I can't take this. I'm changing my phone number. He's calling me. I can't get off the phone.
Constant phone calls.
Constantly. Is there a feud with Pauly Shore now between you and Pauly Shore?
No, I got, that's an old feud.
What's going on there?
All right, this is, I started. This is what happened.
How do you fight with Pauly Shore? I mean, really?
Well, you know what? When me and my wife split up, what I started doing, because I am out of my mind, I started, as you know, I love to videotape.
Yes.
So I started filming myself.
Yes.
Which it was almost like therapy, because I think therapists suck. So I figured, when I'd get mad, I'd just talk to the camera. If I was in a good mood, I'd talk to the camera. Then I started making it funny.
Yeah, I'd like to see those.
You will be seeing it
You
soon.
will. What are you going to do with those tapes?
I can't get into it.
It's very top secret.
It's sort of top secret
All
this
right.
week.
Okay, go
maybe
ahead.
next week I could tell you if we're still talking.
Right.
All right. So what happened is, so then I started filming over at the Comedy Store, and using the other comics and creating scenarios, and the comics just loved it. It was like I started creating what I called the show. Andrew Dice Clay, the show. Okay, and anything could happen in the show.
It's in a sense a reality show.
Yeah. It was what I'd call a reality com.
Okay.
Okay, so now what happened is my kids would come there with me.
How many kids you got? Two?
I got two boys.
Two
Max
boys.
and Dylan.
How old are they now?
11 and 15.
Right.
And they're both...
Are you going through terrible custody battles? Is that what's going on?
No, I'm not. I mean... No. I'm very, very close with my sons. I mean...
Are you living close by?
Yeah, well, one of them is with me, and the other one's with me most of the time.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
How'd you work that out?
Well, it's just the way it is.
The kids love being with you more?
Yeah.
And boys,
like I said, I'm not going to get
Right, you don't want to.
I'm not saying anything about the ex. I'm not here to bash her. Right. I mean, I'm not saying she's not a good mother. I'm just saying.
Can you guys
communicate? That I think I'm a fantastic father, and that's it.
Can you and the mother communicate at all, but just for the good of the boys? Can you sit down and talk about what's good for the kids?
Well, that's rough.
That is.
Yeah, and I
get
try.
Into fights?
Well, I try. Right. That's all I could say. It's a bad situation.
It was interesting that he said, I'm not going to say she's a bad mother, but I've got the kids.
No, I didn't say that. I said I'm a great father with them. And
That's right.
For the last 3.5 years, I mean, all I did was, really look to stay in town and be with them. And if I went out, I didn't look to be in the public eye at all. Right. I didn't look... to even be on your show other than that one time, when I thought I should.
You like being a father?
I would go out, make my living, and come home quickly. Just
financially, are you well off enough that you really don't need to work?
I'm pretty well off.
You're pretty well off, even after the divorce. That had to wipe you out a little bit.
Well, that's what divorce is.
Right.
You don't see me wearing a leather, do you?
No.
He's back to cotton.
I'm not even sure that's gold.
Yeah, right. No, it's not gold.
Right. So you have the kids and you go down to the Comedy Store.
Yeah. So what we would do, they started being on film and filming this stuff with me. What happened? One night, Paulie comes in. Now, I'm looking at Paulie at the Comedy Store since he's 12 years old.
Right.
So he gives me a hard time about it, and he says, Dice, get your fucking kid out of the Comedy Store.
Oh.
And this is, and my kid was right there, and it's my younger one.
Yep.
And at the time, he was 10, and I know Paulie's there his whole life. I go, so now I get in his face, because now he cursed in front of my kid.
Right.
And I know that sounds funny coming from me, but I don't make it a habit.
Right.
They know what I do as a performer, but they know at home that's not what I'm about. And I get in his face, and I'm saying, Paulie, this could be very bad for you right now.
And you're thinking this is hypocritical because Paulie grew up at the Comedy Store.
he grew up there. He's telling me,
how come this ain't on tape?
Yeah, he's telling me, the cops are going to come and lock, close the Comedy Store. I'm going, if the cops see my kids with Dice, they're not closing anything down.
Right.
There were no cops. The SWAT team's not showing up at the Comedy Store to close you down because Dice is filming his kid beating up another comic, which is funny, you know. So we had a little thing, and I went around saying, Paulie hates children, And
now are you at odds?
Yeah, we made up.
Oh, you made up.
Yeah,
everything's fine.
Right.
Everything's fucking
but
beautiful.
there are no cameras. Paulie's
Only you can wind me up. I said I'm not going to get wound up. No, because now I'm getting mad again over that.
Well, because that is insulting to you.
Yeah, How would you feel if somebody said something about your kids right in front of you? It's like you left no choice but disassemble that person.
Yes, Gary.
While you're on it, I guess while we're talking feuds, you should probably ask about the Jay Moore feud.
Yeah, now what's going on with that? You feud with the comic Jay Moore as well, don't you?
Why would you want to make him more famous by feuding with him?
Well, he
why would you pay him any attention?
You know what? There's too much going on here to talk. We took care of that.
You're over? That's over?
Yeah, I haven't even heard of him since that day.
Well,
I'll tell you something that did happen with that little jerk off, right?
Right.
Because he was on Asshole and Opie's show,
right?
Right. See,
now that
this
was
is what I this is what I was mad about.
Yes.
With you, because I had to do that show because I wasn't doing this show, so I had no choice.
Right.
And I actually, what happened was,
what was your impression of those two characters?
Well, you know what? Don't make me mad now. Not yet. Don't make me mad now with them. You know what I mean? Number one, actually, I think Anthony is, he's a talented guy. He should have just been a comic, in my opinion. Opie is a zero in the game of life.
Right.
In my opinion, he can't get on the air unless he's got a bottle of bourbon in his fucking hand. And if he ever stands toe-to-toe with me, he's going to know what I'm talking about.
So there was
He's
bad
going to have a
blood
fucking problem he can't handle.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. And I never liked him from the beginning because he was a cocksucker, and he's more insecure than any male I've ever met in my life. That's who he is. And they've been trying to... Let me tell you something. They had a show... See, you were on in the morning, which I wish I could have been on your show. Right. See, that was something I wanted to do. I'll just lay it out.
But the point is, you had to do shows. You're a comic. You would do their show and other shows. I had no problem with that.
It wasn't about that.
But I was getting bashed, I assume.
You don't know what was going on. No, I didn't bash you.
You didn't.
I would say to them, don't make me go on the other guy's show.
Right.
That's how I would do it. But what was going on at home, when Max hit 10 years old, my oldest son now, he said to me, he goes, Dad, why don't you do The Garden again? Because at that time they were airing a lot of HBO specials from The Garden.
Right.
So I said, Max, we're doing great. I'm headlining the Venetian in Vegas. We're doing great. I just don't do that kind of thing anymore.
Right.
So that night, I go to the Comedy Store, and, this producer that used to do the Comedy Awards, which I don't even think is happening anymore, never even invited me on the show. And when that show started, I was doing 20,000 seats a night. But because he didn't like me, he didn't even have me as a presenter, anything.
Right.
And So I go to the Comedy Store. This is the night Max goes, why don't you do the Garden again? I go to the Comedy Store, and I'm hanging out with this comic, Jay London, and that night they were actually having the party for the Comedy Awards in the main room of the Comedy Store. So now this guy gets out of his car.
Jay Moore.
No, this tub of shit, George Slaughter, the producer of that show.
Yes.
This fat fuck who told my publicist, I told Dice it would never work with him. I never even met the guy, but I knew where he lived. He lived around the corner from me. I said, tell him to walk to the corner and see the house that could wrap around his 3 times. I go, tell him how it didn't work then, this cocksucker. Right? So anyway, I see this guy, and then I start talking to Jay again, and he goes, I could write a page on the look you just gave that guy. You know?
Right.
So now I go home, and I don't make my house a shrine to me. You know, I hang certain things up, and one of the things that were hung up was the one sheet from when I did the Garden in '90.
Something you're proud of.
Yeah, a metal sheet that the New York Times ran.
Right.
So I'm angry about, you know, what's going on. I'm angry about what's going on in my relationship at the time with my wife. And I go in the bed, and I'm pacing around like an animal, you know, and she wakes up, and she goes, everything all right? You know, and I go, count my words here. I go, in less than a year, I'm on stage at the Garden. I go, that's what I'm going to do. I owe it to the kids. Because it gets to the point you don't want to just talk about what you did.
You want to show them. You wanted to share your success with the kids.
Yeah, I wanted them to see it because I believe that you're the role model for your children, and if you show them how hard you work, that they're going to take that in their life. You know, and hopefully that they'll see what it takes to accomplish anything they want to get to. So I put a plan together, which is well, I got to record a new album, which I did.
See, if I had a father that worked as hard and made all that kind of money that you did, I would just sit back and go, you know what, let this guy work, and I'll just collect
That's why he's telling him to go do the Garden, pick up some
That's
more
right,
money for me, Dad.
Keep going, Dad.
But I think you understand what I'm getting at. So I got to work on the whole thing, and now these guys, I hear this guy, Anthony, is just going on and on about me, and I did the show like one time, and it was amazing when I walked in. You want to talk about intimidation? This Opie. Oh, see, this is what I mean about anybody doing anything for money. A guy that would actually call himself Opie, other than his real name, to be on the air, like to say I'm an Opie. I mean, when you see an Opie, you're going asshole face. That's who you are, asshole face.
So things were not good between the two.
No.
Right.
This is so I start doing their show.
Yes.
And what happens with their show because nobody would go, no comics worth anything would really do that show because they wanted to be on your show.
Right.
It's like Letterman and Leno type of thing. Okay. Now, I didn't care because me and you were fighting. We weren't. What am I going to do? I got to go on their show.
Understood.
But their ratings start going up. And they even used to thank me for building their show because they had nobody doing their show.
Right.
They had Jay Moore. Who's Jay Moore? He's not even like a real person, Jay Moore. You know, who the fuck? Even now, he's had like 10 shows on TV. Nobody knows him still. There are just certain people that don't have that X factor, that just don't stand out.
They don't go over and
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
They used to go nuts about you.
Right.
They go out and fuck. This guy would call me at home. Fucking Stern this. Fucking. I go. You know what? No matter what you say, he's the biggest guy. You know, take it as a you should. Hands down, he's the biggest guy in radio ever. That's it. I go, if I hate his guts, makes no difference. He's the biggest guy. So why would you fuck with that?
Right.
Especially when you have the same boss.
Especially when you doing my whole act.
All right. All right. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You know, which and a bad version of it.
Right.
Okay. So now what happens is I start doing the show. The audience, New York gets hot on me again. And to make a long story short, I do the Beacon Theater.
Right.
And the Garden in the same week. I did 13,000 people at the Garden the last night of the World Series. My wife brought the kids in, and what was funny is my youngest, you know, couldn't watch the show.
Right.
But just to feel the whole thing of coming to New York, Daddy's doing the Garden, and she allowed him to see when I walked on and the whole crowd got up. And my 10-year-old, Max, watched the entire show.
That's great.
You know, and, we let him do, like, what he felt.
Right.
He should do. And he's a pretty bright kid, so he knew when to walk out. And but, I mean, it was just an absolute, incredible moment in our lives. But what happened what really made me angry with this guy, and because when anybody fucks with my kid, that's it for me. Forever.
What happened?
That's just the way it is.
And that's rightly so.
A day before the Garden, Max came on the radio with us. Okay?
Yeah.
And they made a problem right off the bat. And I didn't know what the problem was. He's going, Anthony. And Anthony, the asshole, all he does is dice. You know, so it's like when I'm on the show, I'm talking to Dice. Hey, yeah, I'm over here and, you know, the whole thing. You know, so you can't even talk to him. He's in Diceville.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I'm going, is there something, and I know there's something wrong with me.
Right.
Believe me, I know that thing's wrong. But there's really something wrong with a guy that's not me and doesn't stop doing me. You know what I mean? So he's yeah, I'm over here. Now what happened was, I know you know Mancow from Chicago. I would say, other than you, he's the only one, and it was about 8 years after I started doing your show that I became friends with.
Okay.
Now I know you and him got a thing, and you know,
I have
just
no
like
thing.
Comics have things, but you know what I'm saying.
I'm just going to fuck his father's skull.
Stop it!
I'm
Don't do that.
I'm going to dig up his father's grave and stick my dick in his skull.
You see, that's where I get mad at you, because that's
the
where
way I am.
But you shouldn't do that.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
You have your beef.
I know.
Do I stop you?
But that's. You know, that's
Howard
somebody's
loves
relative.
Opie. He let you rail on him.
All right.
Yeah.
Fuck Opie. No, but that's where I draw the line. All right, forget it.
Right,
I'm just saying, you know.
I don't draw that line.
Okay, I know you don't.
I don't know how you can draw a line. He has a legitimate beef.
Yeah,
when somebody
sends
sends a box of excrement to an 18-year-old girl who works for me.
Why don't go into the Mancow thing yet?
Okay, all right. I'm just telling you. That's when I fuck your father's skull.
Stop it.
That's
do this
the way
when
it
I'm
is.
not here.
All right, go ahead.
Because he's my friend, just like you have
I don't care
friends.
whose friend you are.
All right.
That's one day I got to do my thing, man.
I know
can't
you got to
stop me
do
from
your
that.
thing.
You call me and you keep me on the phone for 3 hours, I got to fuck his father's skull.
There is something really wrong with, and there's something wrong with me. You want?
Right, go ahead.
So let me
anyway,
tell you.
Go ahead with your feud.
So what happens is, Opie goes. That Mancow said he's coming in and introducing you at the Garden.
Okay.
So we might not fucking do it. You know, now my kid is getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, who cares?
Okay?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm going, all right, let this go. Forget it. We know you're introducing me. Let it go. Don't fucking start with, only I couldn't curse. It was regular radio, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but they don't let it go.
Yeah,
okay?
Right.
So now, from that moment on, the minute he did that with my kid, he's dead to me. I'll fuck his skull.
Right.
Well, he's alive.
Well, there you go.
Okay?
Right.
This little fucking pansy.
Would you fuck his father's skull?
If I had to.
Well, then what are you talking about?
But I'd rather do it to him while he's awake. This little cocksucker, all right? Because they've been trying to goad me. See, I told Gary, they've been trying to get me to come on their little shit show, which I think the only people listening is their fucking family, if even them.
They weren't that successful.
And I won't go on their show.
Yes.
So and then they heard him. They went fucking ballistic when they heard him coming on here.
Right.
And they should, because they know what we can do to them.
Right.
They know what I could do to them, but I ain't building them another fucking show. Let them do it themselves.
You don't need to.
But anyway, the night of the Garden now, it was really bugging me what they did in front of my kid, and I just couldn't.
What did they do?
Well, they made the whole thing about Mancow. They made it really uncomfortable for the kid, and I'm trying to let him know in a nice way on the air, like, let this go.
Right.
Like, my kid's here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they didn't let it go. So I came back after the rehearsal at the Garden. I came back to the show, and, you know, Club Soda was with me and Happy Face. And I said, all right, you know what? And they're getting out of the car. I go, I can handle this. Believe me. Right? And I go up to his show. This little asshole sitting there. And it was a day they had no guests.
Right.
You know, sometimes when you have guests, you could, team up. Nobody's sitting there. And they're going off about me.
Right.
We might not go. And I walk in there, right? And he's looking like a deer in headlights. You know, was shaking with the glass of wine in his hand, this asshole, right? And I lay into the guy, you know.
Right.
And I tell him and I said, do you want to go right now? You know, we might not come to the Garden. I go, let me ask you something. Do you really fucking think that the Garden is going to be packed tonight because of you little asshole? Do you really think they're coming out for you?
Yeah, get up on stage.
Because if that was the truth, why aren't you doing those places all over the country?
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you want to go toe-to-toe? Do you want to really see what you got? And Anthony tries to get in because he's the funny one, and I just shut him down.
Right.
You know, that he's like, all right, you know, he backed off in a
Was
second.
he doing the Dice impression?
No, he shut his fucking mouth in a second.
Right.
And now this guy, Opie, he's got nothing to say, of course.
Right. Is he a physically impressive man?
No, not at all. He's not physically impressive.
He's an Opie.
No,
But even if he was, it's like I say, I have been hit, so it wouldn't bother.
You're ready to go.
But it wasn't about fighting physically. I wanted to see what he had verbally.
Right.
Like if you want to go toe to toe, do it.
Yeah, let
Let's
the
see
other
what
guy
you got.
shut up. You
Because-
go head to head with me.
Because I claim I'm the best at that.
Okay.
There is nobody in stand up that can do what I do.
Right.
You know, when I'm on stage entertaining and complimenting women and saying things like, hey, I think you're adorable. Me, I'd shoot so much cum in your fucking mouth, it would look like your fucking teeth are melting. You understand? If the FBI frisked me, they would find your asshole print on my cockhead because I know how to entertain.
Right.
You know, other comics want to come on, fuck you. You ever fucked it? They don't know how to do it. They don't make it colorful.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You have a way of communicating.
When I look at a girl and go, let me tell you something, sweetheart. If my cock and your cunt were to collide on impact, your pussy would need airbags and I would need a seatbelt wrapped around my big oval-shaped balls. Do you understand what that means?
Those are the
and I said that right to my girlfriend last night before I left town to come here. And she smiled. She appreciated the fucking compliment.
When you have energy like that and a delivery like that, it's intimidating. And you were saying to the guy, come on, let's go. Let's go.
But even on regular radio, even you didn't have to beat me. Well, maybe once in a while. But I can do that without the cursing.
Right.
This is great. The freedom to be able to do that.
Fabulous, right?
I can't even believe what I just said on the open air. You know,
and you know what? Compared to what we're playing every day, it wasn't even that shocking, which is great. So you could even go further if you wanted to.
Yeah, well,
if you wanted to
I didn't come
compliment
here.
a woman even further, you could do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Like when I buy a Valentine's Day card, now you got to write something special to them.
Right.
You know, like like you're going to beat out a team of writers from Hallmark. What am I going to write? Number one, I can't find the card to my girlfriend that says what I feel unless it starts with, hey, fuck face. You know what I mean? I don't think Hallmark's going to write that. What am I going to write? I love the way you run your tongue around my asshole lips, the way you do. And then people are looking at me on stage like an asshole doesn't have lips.
Right.
Believe me, it does, Artie. Believe me.
So when you went
it don't have a tongue, but it's got little lips.
I hear you.
When you go toe to toe with this guy, so he really
He
had
didn't go
nothing.
toe to toe. He sat there like an idiot.
Right.
Yeah.
The other guy,
And then
the
they
other,
came
the
to
other
the garden.
comedian wasn't helping him, and he was alone.
They came to the garden to introduce me. They brought up a chick, and she took her tits out. Wait, there's something new.
Yeah, right.
But they had
Never
nothing
been
to
done
say.
before. Right.
And I came on, and the bottom line was
You
that my
killed.
kids saw me destroy.
Right.
And
that's what you.
they should really look forward to my book. I think that'll help them.
That was the dream that you had that you presented to your wife. You said, in a year, I will be at the Garden.
And it was less. I did it in 8 months.
In 8 months.
And when I called my agent about it, this was beautiful. Dennis Offa, you might have met him like at Westbury. You wouldn't remember. Anyway, when I called him, the album came out that day.
Right.
And he calls me up and he's going, Dice, baby, what's the move, man? You know, because that's how he, it's the impression of him.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly. He always gets
Sounds
mad
like
when
a normal agent.
Yeah, he's going, I mean, what's the move? You know,
Right.
and I go, I think you should book the Garden.
Yeah.
And he goes, the Garden? Last time you did Westbury, you did half a house, man. Because, as you know, you came to Westbury. It's 3,500 seats.
That's right.
Half a house, like 1,500, whatever.
It's not a bad
So
crowd.
why do I believe I could do the Garden?
Right.
So I said, look, I've been doing this radio show, and he's going, a radio show? The album's out for 4 hours, man.
Right.
Let's book the Beacon, see what happens. So I said, Dennis, the Beacon's going to sell out in 20 minutes. I'm telling you something. So he goes, well, then we'll move it. Or we'll add a second one. To make a long story, the Beacon sold out in 35 minutes. He didn't even understand it.
So your own agent doesn't really understand your
but he
appeal.
also didn't understand. Years ago when I did the arenas, what happened was the career moved so quickly. See, he was Rodney's agent.
Right.
And from all those specials, he's the only one I stuck with all these years, Dennis Offa.
Right.
Because no matter what I've gone through in my career,
He's been there for you.
Yeah, he's always believed that I'm going to come back strong. And even when I call now, I'm like what I call coming out of retirement.
Right.
You know, and so.
Were you in retirement? Did you take a few years off?
I call it retirement because these last 3.5 years, I really had to be there for my boys. That's the bottom line.
And it wasn't planned,
put
but
the
it just
career.
worked out.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about any stage if my kids
admirable.
aren't functioning right.
Right.
You know, and I just am there for them.
You went through a divorce. You knew that was traumatic for the kids, and you said, "Hey, I'm going to take care of my kids."
Yeah, and that's all I cared about. And I stayed with them, and you know, I'd go to like Vegas for a few nights, and that was it. And
are the boys popular? Are they having a good life? Do you feel
they are happy? They're great musicians. My 11-year-old, I mean, he idolizes Slash.
Right.
He's great on the guitar. And my 15-year-old plays drums like John Bonham.
You're a singer. Do you ever jam with them? Do you ever?
Yeah, we do a lot. I was just in Vegas recently, and they would do the weekends with me.
They come up on stage with you?
Yeah. My kid, my 15 years old, he's only playing drums all alone, you know, behind the curtain. I'd introduce him, one of America's up-and-coming drummers, my son, you know.
Right.
And he went into a drum solo that if you saw it, you'd go, when did this kid start playing?
Really?
The only thing is, you'd be amazed, he's 6'1.5" already.
Wow.
And he's only 15.
No kidding.
But
is he getting laid, or is it too young?
He wants to.
He wants to get laid.
Yeah, he's a handsome kid.
Have you given him sexual
he
advice?
looks like me.
Yeah.
Oh, Artie! Hey, Artie, what are you doing over there? I heard your little impression.
It's not an impression.
Get the fuck over here now. Oh! So I got my chick balls deep.
What?
That's Dice 88. You got to get Dice 2006,
Dude,
my friend.
I heard your new shit. I love it.
You don't do
Florentine
anymore?
plays it for
No,
me.
you don't do that anymore?
Florentine will be with me this weekend.
Oh, he will?
Yeah, he's the greatest.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Do you? The boys. Do you give them sex advice? Are you the kind of father would say?
Have
Look,
you had to talk with your 15-year-old?
Please.
Did you say to your son?
Please.
Look,
I said, look.
I saw
First,
the
you rub
older
your
son.
cock against the clit a little, just to get a home.
Why? That's
No, would I
good
say
advice.
that?
Come on.
Kid's 15.
Would I say that? Please. No, I don't say it. No, but the thing is,
when you tell your boy to rub your cock against the clit, does he understand that you're just trying to help?
Where's the clit?
yeah, and I said, then you just put the head in.
Yeah.
Because any further might cause discomfort. It's
true.
You know that, right, Artie?
It's good advice.
No, I give him advice.
My old man told me that.
No, because I told him, you know, when was it, a week ago? I said, Max, let's say you're going to bang a chick a week from today.
Right.
It could happen, right?
Right.
I go, now, I don't know about you, but I start jerking off this morning. Because it's all about the prep work. You know what I mean?
Right. You don't want to shoot
So by
off
the
too
time
fast.
you get in bed with the chick, you're prepared. You're a soldier.
Right.
You don't shut the lights. You say, you look at me when I bang you. Look at my form. I'm on my toes. I shaved my balls for this.
Now, this conversation's with the 11-year-old or the 15-year-old?
No, I'm kidding around. I'm just giving a little comment. We've been talking.
I understand. Let's say hello. Can we say hello to a few people? Are you going to
Is that
feel that
okay?
I'm
You know
weak
what?
in some way?
Today is us.
Today's
Let's keep today's us.
Howard,
Because
how long have we been going without a break? Do you need to break?
We've gone 2.5 hours.
Jeez.
Have we
Wait,
really?
No,
so
we've
in other
probably
words,
gone about an hour
so in
and a
other
half.
words,
Wow.
Chauncey really said something to you, and
No,
it got out of line.
So by me wait a minute, by me calling to Gary, see, that's my way. I don't know how you did, but that was my, see, that's why I didn't even want to really go through the whole fight.
Right.
You know, I mean, I hope you don't have hard feelings, but I don't. You know, and that's
Well,
why
I
I
gotta
called him,
say-
and I was very, you know, I was sincere with the guy. I said, look, when am I going to call Hal? When we're in an old age home?
Right.
How long am I going to wait
I'm going to
already?
tell you something. I don't think it is an easy thing for anyone, especially a guy who's had tremendous success and stuff, to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, look, this is silly. We were friends. We want to, get together. Bad things were said on both parts. I said lots of bad stuff about you. You said lots of bad stuff about me. I understand that, and that's the way it goes when you're in a feud, and it certainly happened with other people. But you came in here today. You explained yourself to me. I explained myself to you. I don't have any bad feeling. I mean, look, do I trust? Is it the same situation as it was 10 years ago that we
you wanna
had?
know something?
I don't know if it'll ever be the same.
You want to
Dice.
know something?
I'll
You
be
know
honest with
damn well it picked up right where it was.
Yeah, there was
You know what I mean?
it was
I mean,
great
I'm
seeing
not-
you. It
but
was a great appearance.
The only difference is, I've been listening to you. You haven't seen me. I've been out of
Right,
it. You know
right,
what I mean?
right, yeah.
So I know that. But yeah,
I will
to me,
always have a great deal of affection for
no.
you.
But I heard
And
a lot
same
of
here.
what you were going through, and you know, even
Will
when you,
we go house hunting again? That's the
Oh, my
question.
God.
you know what?
That ain't happening.
Don't give him your number.
You both have homes at this point you're happy with, right?
Yeah, I like my house, and you like your house. Go ahead, Sal. You wanted to say something to Andrew Dice Clay.
Big fan, Dice. Honored to have you here. Quick question. You crying on the Arsenio Hall show, do you think that hurt your career? Because that seemed to be a reoccurring joke for a long time.
You know what that was? That was an actual moment. I mean, you know, to say you crying, you know, the people that didn't see it go, what was he crying over? What happened was, I personally, I'm somebody that doesn't hide my emotions. And I was actually so thrilled at that moment in my life that the next day I had my first starring role in a film opening, which I got screwed because I knew there was no premiere anymore. I knew they were pulling this movie. But I took it to the level where I'm going, you know, I really took myself somewhere. And what I wanted to do, because every time I would be on Arsenio or any talk show, I was always like on trial for what I do as a comic. So it was always like, who's Andrew Dice Clay? So I just wanted to get up and tell all the people watching, because I have millions of fans watching. I wanted to tell them how I actually felt about, you know, the accomplishment I made, and that tomorrow when this movie opens, I really get to I love to make people laugh.
Some people, I guess, Dice, thought it was a miscalculation.
It was,
in the sense
if you listen to the words, if you play it, I mean, I got choked up.
Yeah. Right.
And the only way, I couldn't even believe it, because I just shed my skin. I was like, fuck this. I want to tell people.
Do you regret it?
No, I don't regret it. You know, I got lots of letters about, you know, how people heard the words. They heard what I was saying to them.
Right.
But the only way to get out of it, because I did get emotional, is to, you know, do the cigarette around the head.
Right.
You know, because I was really, I can't believe I'm choking up on this.
Right.
But I was just trying to, like, if I was just talking to you in a room, I'd say, Howard, I broke my fucking ass, and now tomorrow I got my first movie coming out from 20th Century Fox, you know, which a week after it came out, they pulled.
What was the movie?
Ford Failing.
Yeah.
I love
and the
that
movie, I wrote
funny,
in my book the whole thing, what went on then, how I was called into a room with Barry Diller, and they said, look, we're going to pay you off on your movie contract. They basically told me, you're too controversial for us to handle. And they paid me off. And they said, look, you got a great career. You're doing concerts.
What is it, Richard? Go ahead.
I got a quick question. My favorite comedy album of all time is Day the Laughter Died Part 2. I was always wondering the story behind that. Did you go in unannounced into this club? Because the crowd seems really hostile, and at the end you get in a fight with a guy.
Well, that's what he like. That's why he explained. That's what he likes doing.
That's what I said. I have,
All
you
right,
know.
Look, listen, we've gone for an hour and a half.
Okay.
We're this to me was a very, very healthy reunion, I think.
Yes, it was.
On my part. Robin, do you agree?
I agree.
I think it's great to see you again. It felt good when you walked in the room. I certainly missed you, and I missed our relationship and our friendship. You came in here, you explained yourself. I don't know, it just seemed very natural to me, and I think this was really good. Let's go around the room.
I don't know who that guy was who came in the last time we saw you, but this is the Andrew Dice Clay that we always knew.
No, well, you know what? Everybody goes through shit. That's what it's about.
All
you
right,
know what
listen,
I mean?
I'm glad you made the phone call to Gary, and you were more of a man than I was. I was not going to pick up the phone and call. You did, and I think that's great.
You know what? It's okay. That's what it is.
I'm glad you did it, and I thank you for doing that. Fred, how do you feel right now?
I think it's great. I think it's great that Dice is back in the limelight, too. There's a guy, his career kind of got cut short with all that bullshit, like with SNL and all that stuff. Everybody's saying he was like, you know, misogynistic and whatever. He's just trying to be funny.
Yeah, I always stuck up for you.
Fred heard the lines I just said. They were adorable.
That's right. You were very nice to women in that, I thought. I mean, not many guys even care about rubbing a girl's clit with their penis.
Absolutely.
They just go in.
And, you know, to tell you that their asshole has lips.
That's right. Even though you're a little, you've set the rules that it was just the three of us and all that, but take a couple of calls. Ken, go ahead in Florida. Just let it happen. Go ahead, Ken. Let's go.
Tell you the truth, I was never a big fan of Dice before. Always thought it was kind of one-dimensional. But this is probably one of, you know, we saw a lot of them today. I'd welcome listening to him again because I thought this was a spot-on interview. I really appreciated hearing it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed having Dice in here today. I'm glad you
See,
came
people
in.
concentrate on the curses, but like with you, I always thought there was always a great joke in there.
Yeah.
Me.
That's Artie over
It's
there.
Artie. Oh, Artie Lang. Artie Lang.
No, I never met you.
How you
Artie.
doing, Dice?
No, I'm good.
Nice to be. But what what I was saying is people always concentrate on the curses. With Dice, there's always like a great joke in there, like the joke of "I'm going to beat a team of writers at Hallmark."
That's
you,
good
you know
stuff.
what I mean? Like, yeah, like
Yes,
that's a great premise.
Dice and I never had a problem about his comedy.
Yeah.
We had a personal.
It was personal.
My only thing about what happened here is I thought it went great, but it wasn't fully resolved. So in other words, you
Go
said
ahead.
you said
Call me
something
out.
quickly to Chauncey. And you felt Chauncey then talked to Howard, and you didn't know what happened in that conversation.
Well, you know, I
and
always
Chauncey
feel
fed
that's
the fire more, and you didn't.
Well, that's what I felt. So we wound up having a big fight, but I really never knew because I knew he would call you.
Right.
See, it's one thing what he writes; it's another thing what he said on the phone.
Right.
Who-
Yeah.
You know
You
what I
felt
mean?
when he
Because
called
even
you-
though they
Yeah,
record
I've
the
got one
interview, wait a minute.
question.
Even
Yes.
though they record the interview, then they talk to you.
Fred, what is your
Go ahead,
I got
Fred.
one question because Chauncey's been notorious for this. Did he actually write the truth in his article, or did he embellish?
If I
lie,
was to tell you
lead
the
it on?
truth, I never read any article he ever wrote
That's
on
a
me.
shame, 'cause there's a lot
I
of times
stopped
stuff in his
reading.
magazine, it's total
Let me
bullshit.
defend Chauncey for one minute. For one minute.
No,
What
it's
he
not
does-
even Chauncey. I
Yeah.
stopped reading my press a long time
No,
ago.
I'm not saying
because-
that. I'm answering Fred's question. Chauncey does take a tape recorder, so he writes verbatim what people say.
Yeah,
Look,
but a lot of times he's had stuff like he's quoted things in the paper about you
listen,
that are totally untrue.
That's true, but Dice blasted me. I came back and blasted him, and we've not spoken now for 9 or 10
No, I know.
years. And the fact of the matter is, I'm sitting here. I heard what Dice had to say. I feel good toward Dice. I feel Dice feels good toward me.
And Artie, you know I wouldn't leave anything unresolved.
No, I
would
know.
call people on it if I thought there was stuff still on the table.
I'm just saying that we didn't clear up exactly the fact that Chauncey spoke to you after his interview, and that
No,
might have fed the fire a
I
little
read
bit.
Chauncey's article, and
Yeah, I think Chauncey called and then he had him fax over the copy.
yeah, and I went and listened. I reacted to it because I think it was designed to get a reaction. Who knows what was going on?
but if
I
you
had
remember,
my theories about why Dice did it.
If you remember, you know, why did he call you that quickly? If he didn't want to cause a problem.
Because he loved the controversy.
he loved the controversy. He wanted to stir it up.
But that's what I was saying at the beginning of this whole thing. So basically, somebody else came between us instead of me. You know,
I would
you know
have read
what?
it anyway.
That day, I should have just told you personally, hey, Howard, what was that? You know,
Right.
why did you just go to the phones? I haven't even seen.
Yes, that was
you know
what I
mean?
would have appreciated.
Yeah, I mean, we've had
Dice is saying.
debates
You
about
might have-
different things before, you know, and arguments we had, but face to face, and then at the end we hug and say, "Hey, what a great show."
That's what I think should have been
understand
done.
what Dice is saying. He's saying a true friend, if he spouted off like that because he was angry, would not then call you and say, "Guess what Dice said?"
Yes.
That's revving it up and not caring
and
about
what-
two
and
guys.
the
who
thing
are-
All
is,
right, but in his
that's
defense, that was his role. He would go out and interview
understand that.
people.
I
But see,
I don't blame Chauncey
But
in this.
that's what he meant when he said it's
Yeah.
people who get in between, because that was not a message that Dice intended to send to you.
Well, if you say it in an interview, it's going to eventually
I
get to me.
agree, but he's just stepping off the air, and Chauncey's right there, and he blew.
Right. I understood that.
Yeah.
I understood that.
Yeah.
And I disagreed with it, and I went on the air
But
with
that,
it, and it
it's
caused a
just
huge
what I mean.
Of course, you have
People
the
do that all the
reaction,
time.
yeah.
They come between.
Dice,
like-
give me a handshake.
All right.
And I'm glad you came in today. I'm going
right.
to take a commercial break.
Okay.
And I'll give you a hug, and we're going to see if we can't get back on track
This
again.
is like
That's all it is.
Bodzini and Corleone.
That's all. That's all. it
Yeah,
is.
the family has sat down.
The family
I
sat
don't know. I
down.
feel Artie is not happy.
He wanted
I feel
fireworks.
for some reason
Well,
we
it
didn't
could've-
thrill Artie enough.
it could've-
It's not, see what I mean? It's not resolved for Artie.
There's no
He's in the
bloodletting.
middle.
I didn't know
Do you
Artie.
want us to fight?
No, I mean, that would be entertaining, but no, I think it's resolved. I just asked one thing about
No,
Chauncey.
no, but
that's all.
why is the pitch in your voice getting higher?
Right. Yeah.
Don't you know what that means?
Because I have lung cancer.
Don't you know what that means?
What?
You're lying. That's what happens
I
when you
asked
lie.
a question about
The pitch,
Chauncey.
It's gotten higher again. Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah.
I like you, Artie. You're all right.
I
We're
like
gonna take and the next time you come in, you got to tell me what happened with Hot Tub Johnny, no longer friends, and Club Soda Kenny, no longer friends.
Well, we won't get it. We'll do that. We'll
Another
get
time.
into
Next
that.
time.
Robin, Andrew Dice Clay
Yes.
is here. Are we
All right.
plugging anything?
No, I got some shows in Long Island at
feel funny
Governors. I
about
think
it.
that they're sold out already.
Okay, but you'll be at
Yeah,
Governor's.
and I'll be with Jim Florentine and
Norton?
No, the little boy Jameson.
Oh, Don Jameson. Yeah,
Don,
yeah.
the little boy
Good guy. He's
Jameson.
been here for roast.
Do you
Howard.
call him the little boy?
Don Jameson did both roasts. He killed.
All right. Yeah, Don. Yeah, we know him. Yeah, he's a
Don,
great
the
guy.
little
Yeah.
boy Jameson.
That's right.
Where?
And
Where are you going to be at Governor's? Oh,
At Governor's.
At Governor's. Dice, I wish you the best, and thank you for coming in. I'm glad you came in. It's
I'm
good.
glad
It feels good. It feels good.
Get over here.
Great to see you. Don't hug me too hard.
I won't.
It's really great to see you, too.
That was a fantastic appearance. Thank you for coming in. It's good to see you. Really good to see you.
I was excited. Everybody's asking, what are you going to do in there? I go, I really want to make up with the guy. I haven't seen him. You know, he's going through all this shit. I mean, I understand it.
Right.
Maybe that's what made me cool. You know, it just gets to that point.
Yeah.
You know?
It seems like the feud is over, man. Between you and Howard.
Not as far as I can say. No, it's great. It really good to see him. It was just like a hang. It was like not even being on the radio. That's how it felt to me. You know, and it's just great. It's like being with an old friend, just picking up where you left off. That's how I really feel. If I say it any different, I'd be lying to you.
And Howard brought up a lot of the feuds you've been in with other comedians in the past, and you mentioned that he's the only one who can really get you riled up and get you angry about stuff that happened in the past to him. Why is that?
Who
Howard. Like, how come he's able to rile you up so easily?
Because he knows how to push my buttons, and I know how to push his, and you know, that's what happens sometimes.
Hey, please. I gotta go back in there, but can you say it was so great to have you on?
Thank you.
And to meet you and everything.
Thank you.
And I'm glad it all finally got resolved. My name is Benji.
I appreciate it. What's your name?
Benji.
Benji, nice to meet you. All right, Benji.
Please don't.
I know the goof.
Please, sir.
How about I bite your eyes out?
Please.
Get out of the room.
Kiss me.
Get out of the room.
Just one kiss.
Get out of the room. Just one?
Just one kiss.
Really?
Just one, please.
Yeah, you got it.
Please.
You got it.
Just one kiss.
How long has the goof got to go?
Okay, thanks.
All right. Don't kiss me again.
Don't maybe squeeze your ass. Gotta squeeze your ass. All right, thanks, man.
All right. Very good. Very good. You take care. You take care, all right? You be good. Okay? All right. You take care. All right. You're gonna have to live, man. You're gonna have to. All right. He's gonna be all right.
That was a kiss. That was a good kiss.
All right. All right. You okay?
All right, Benji, no, come on, Benji. No.
All right, give him his hat.
Benji, what happened? You tried to kiss Dice on the lips? Why would you do that?
I was overwhelmed.
You were happy to see him? You're a fan?
I think he's funny. He never was one of my favorite comedians, but I think he's very funny.
So why did you try to kiss him? Because he just...
What would you do to your favorite comedian?
Are you a star effer?
I blew him.
I blew him.
I'm not a star effer, a star kisser.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Kinnison, Eddie Griffin, Dave Chappelle.
I've never seen you try to kiss any one of them.
So what happened when you kissed Dice? Did he freak out?
We didn't get tongue or anything like that.
You kissed him on his lips?
No, I didn't get that far.
How far did you get?
Third base?
Close. We were close. And then
Did you move in and then he just pulled back?
We had a nice hug, and then he.
All right, so we got Adrian Grenier and Kevin Conley from Entourage coming in.
Adrian who?
I love those guys. Adrian Grenier.
Isn't it Grenier? I'm just saying is all.
Leave me alone.
You like this guy. You think he's hot.
Okay. How you doing? Good.
How's it going? Hey, what's up, guys? What's going on? Morning. Morning.
Just got off the red eye.
Oh, man.
Sleepy.
Throwing you right into the
Right into the wine pit.
Yeah.
The wine pit. Nice getting.
So you guys still psyched, though, even though it's so early?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got his coffee, though. Right this way. Right this way, guys.
Oh, look, the fruit plate. The fruit plate, isn't it? They got the fruit plate.
So you guys know if there's a fruit plate, you've made it.
Yeah. This is it. We thought that if we weren't Tom Cruise, we weren't going to get one.
No, you guys have made the list.
We did. Nice. That's a great...
That is a very sexy fruit plate.
There you go. So what's going on? You guys have a coffee table book coming out?
We do. Is it a coffee table? It's a coffee table. Yeah. It's good. Have you looked at it?
I have. It's actually a really great book. And it's not just because I'm in it, but that does help. Right.
No. It's actually pretty well done.
It is.
That's all right.
It's very fanciful. All right, guys. Have fun with Howard today.
We will. We're very excited.
From Entourage, Adrian Grenier and Kevin Conley. It's actually Grenier. Adrian Grenier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I never knew how to pronounce that either.
Yeah, these guys are on the hit show Entourage on HBO. There's the boys.
There they are in the flesh.
Man.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
Hey, fellas. Good to have you on here.
Glad to be here.
I like the Grenier.
Grenier is the right way to say it.
Grenier.
Is it? That's
No, it's Grenier. You don't even
how do
know.
you say it?
I don't know.
Your co-star doesn't even know how to say it.
It's Grenier.
It's Grenier.
I thought it was Grenier.
Grenier.
Why would it be Grenier?
Because Will researched it and found out. And
Oh, so
evidently,
you're wrong.
Adrian, you don't even know how to say your own name.
Is it Grenier? It's Grenier.
It's Grenier.
My mom calls it Grenier. And
affirmative.
I can't believe it. She does it every single time. My mom says the same thing.
Yeah.
Grenier.
You know,
Boys,
in year 5, everyone in Mary Tyler Moore's show knew how to pronounce their own name.
When Entourage was first coming out, I remember we spoke.
We had you in with
Mark Wahlberg,
Mark
yeah.
With Marky
Wahlberg, yeah.
Mark. And now the show's a huge hit. Did
It
you,
was like the first episode or something.
But did you believe it would really be a hit? Did you really think it would be this big?
Not as big as it is. No, it's pretty shocking. But yeah, at the time it was like I think 1 or 2 episodes had aired.
What had you done up until then? I mean, you weren't that well known, right?
I wasn't. I mean, I had done Unhappily Ever After. We talked about Bobcat Goldthwait.
Right. Yeah, that's Kevin. Kevin has quite a sexual history. he was dating a very hot chick named Nikki Cox.
Yes.
And Bobcat Goldthwait stole her.
Swiped her out from her. Yeah. And then Jay Moore swiped her from him.
Is he now married
They're
to
married,
her?
yeah.
She's a very hot chick. She is, in fact, I remember Artie met her once when he was working on the set of
I worked
the
with her
Norm
for
Show.
a year.
The Norm Show, yeah.
And she'd show up in like a 12-year-old boy's T-shirt, like one of those guinea T-shirts.
Right, the little
She would rehearse.
And she would distract the crew. They had to tell her to put some clothes on.
Fuck
Did they really have to tell her to put clothes on?
No,
Marty?
no. What happened was I worked with her for a full year, and she would rehearse. First of all, she had this enormous black guy who was her bodyguard.
Clay.
Clay. Yeah,
Who is she I mean, from
Well,
you guys?
She had to have a bodyguard at all times.
She had stalkers.
She had a real serious problem with a stalker years ago.
Okay.
And this guy is so intimidating, but she would show up. At the time, she was 21. And she would show up to rehearsal with like a 12-year-old boy's guinea T-shirt on.
Wow.
And fuck the crew. Me and Norm said, listen, we can't act as it is.
We're trying to act here.
I mean, I can't.
She might have been the reason that show got canceled.
That probably is right.
We had to switch our names in the cast to our real name. I originally had a different name.
Kevin, how devastating is it when you lose a girl like that to Bobcat Goldthwait?
It was not my finest. It's not one of my finest moments.
How did you tell you?
We've made up since then.
How did it affect your working with him, though?
We did actually another year like that with them together. Yeah.
Ooh.
So.
Yikes.
How did she tell you?
I read it somewhere or something.
Oh,
Even
you're
worse.
kidding.
Yeah.
It's a terrible thing.
It's a terrible thing.
And now she's dating Jay Moore.
She's married to Jay Moore, who's a nice guy. Listen, that was like 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
I mean,
I've been to hell and back since then.
But was this going on behind your back for a while? Is that what you're saying?
Always assume that it is. If you think it's not, you're just in denial.
I'll have you know I will never
Whether
do
or
that
not
to
it
you,
was,
Kev.
yeah, thank you, Adrian.
Adrian gets lots of women. We're going to get
I don't need your women.
We're going to get to your resume. I imagine it is not very difficult for you to get women. You're a good-looking dude. Sometimes I see Adrian at the gym. For a while, we were into this weird thing. We didn't even say hello to each other.
It was weird, right?
It was weird. Then I finally walked up to her. I said, "Why
did
are
that
you?"
go on?
I go, "I don't know. I mean, I forgot that Adrian was on the show, and I would have immediately gone up and said, normally I don't bother anybody,
Right.
but I passed him in the hall, and finally I said to him, hello."
It was an awkward hello, as I recall.
Yeah, because I was like, well, maybe I did something bad to this guy or something. I don't know.
What gym?
I think we were
What's
just
the
trying to
gym
let
we
each
go
other.
to?
I mean, we were both like, in
Giving each other your space or
sweat.
something.
Yeah, but I didn't want to bother you. You didn't want to bother
I
me.
don't want to bother anybody, but it was good that we said
Besides, you're
hello.
not a woman. Why should he bother with you?
Honestly, it's true. I thought it might be refreshing.
Why should he waste his time being charming to you?
All right, let me slow this down
the
for
back,
a second.
maybe,
because
right?
I got a lot to talk to you guys about. And Adrian will get to your list. But as long as Kevin started with the
Let's
women.
start with Kevin, since we know him better.
Kevin, recently, though, and this is an important topic to bring up with you, you happened to be at the MTV Awards
I was at the MTV. So was
when
Adrian.
Kid Rock, Adrian was there as well, but you were an eyewitness to Kid Rock and Tommy Lee fighting. It was reported in all the newspapers that Pam Anderson was there and Kid Rock and Tommy Lee got into a fight. What did you see that night? What was your eyewitness account?
Okay, now, I mean, I don't want to incriminate. I don't want to incriminate anybody. Am I going to get in trouble?
Are there charges?
Are there pending charges?
The truth will set you free. What did you see that night? That's all I'm asking you.
Okay. I saw, Kid Rock. We were all at one table. And, Adrian, you were there. You have an eyewitness account as well. Are you going to chime in?
You saw it too?
Yeah, we were both sitting there.
Now, did the police interview you guys afterwards?
No.
They did not. Why not? Why wouldn't they interview you?
I don't think there have been any charges.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
That's good.
I was actually mesmerized by the performance on stage.
That's the one thing why most people didn't really see what was going on, because Alicia Keys was on stage and she was killing it.
Phenomenal.
Really, I find her a little boring.
Not this night. She was not.
She was good.
Nothing boring about it.
And she lost weight, did she not? She
just looked great. The performance, everything that she was doing was unbelievable. So all eyes were on her. Not to mention, we were right there, so she's like standing on top of us.
So why are these two fighting?
First of all, listen, I don't know Tommy at all. Kid Rock, to me, was like one of the coolest dudes. I could not believe it. I was very impressed with him. He just was like
He's a very nice
normal guy, you know, and he was sitting there, and I guess Tommy Lee came over.
Right.
And sat down sat next to him, and Kid Rock sort of, you know, just
dicked him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how else to say
Was it a sucker punch?
No. Not that I saw.
Well, all right, let me take you through this. You're sitting at the table, you're minding your own business. Tommy Lee walks over to Kid Rock's table and plunks his ass down in the seat next to Kid Rock.
Now, the other thing to keep in mind is we're all sitting in Kid Rock is sitting in his assigned seat.
Right.
It's not like Kid Rock was looking for anything. That was his seat. He was there for 2 hours. He was there the whole night.
Tommy Lee walks over, sits down right next to him, which is going to be tough because here they were married to the same woman. A lot of mean things were said.
Did he say anything?
It looked to me like I don't think that Tommy Lee really even realized he did it.
He
did
really?
it.
And then Kid Rock
and they had this look of like...
Did Kid Rock stand up or did he remain seated?
Tommy Lee stood up first, I believe. Kid Rock said something to him like, get the fuck out of here. Get up and get out of here. Something like that.
And then Kid Rock hauled off and punched him in the face.
That's how it looked to me, yeah.
Did Tommy say anything at all?
He didn't really have much time to say much of anything.
Did Tommy go down from the punch?
It happens. One thing, the other thing is the security there was amazing.
Yes.
Security. It was like a half a second. And
now let me ask you something else. Did Kid Rock check the security before he took the punch?
And then Kid Rock, Kid Rock just got up and sort of walked out with a bunch of security guards. It was pretty.
Wow.
It was really one of the coolest things I've ever seen. To be totally honest with you.
To see Kid Rock punch Tommy Lee in the face was probably better than what was going on stage. While Adrian was staring at the stage, you got to see the real.
I'm a music lover.
You are.
I mean, I literally caught it out of the corner of my eye. But the funniest thing was then Puffy and all the rapper guys were like, you know, you got to stop violence in rock and roll.
But Kevin, you do like violence. You have been involved.
You
in
participated.
I'm not. I was nothing.
Did you not punch Oil Air Brandon Davis in the face? Now everybody can't stand him. I mean, he is an obnoxious rich kid. Why did you punch him in the face? How did that occur?
Why not?
Right.
You know, honestly, you know, he's, you know, I obviously dated Nikki for years, and they're, you know,
that's not obvious. You dated Nikki Hilton.
Right.
Now let me understand this. When you date one of the Hilton sisters.
Yeah.
That's a very wealthy girl, right?
Correct.
Does she pay for stuff?
No, well, no. I mean,
why should she pay for stuff?
Because she has more money than Kevin.
Take her out.
I mean, Kevin's making okay money. He's working for HBO. He ain't a millionaire. We know that HBO is very cheap.
Right. Well, they've been good with us.
Adrian, have they been good with you?
They've been all right.
They've been all right. I don't see you doing any dancing.
I don't have anything to compare it to.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Now,
yeah. I mean, no. Listen. I mean, I earn enough living to where. Do I pay for dinner? Of course. You know, would I do that kind of stuff?
He used to have to compete financially with her a little bit. As I recall, he spent a lot of money on gifts because he had to sort of show her that
Kevin Dillon used to say, "You're setting the bar too high early, bro."
And you would hang out with Paris Hilton and Nikki Hilton. That's got to be a great, fun scene for you, right?
Yeah, and you know, the whole family. They were always very nice to me. It'd be easy to sit here and
where it shows though is like on vacations.
Correct. Well, no, not only that. They took me away for they took me away for Christmas vacation.
Money.
But her, that was her dad.
We could probably
Rick,
do a whole interview just on this aspect of your life because it's fascinating to bag one of these Hilton sisters and
hang around in the whole thing. Yeah,
they're nice. They're actually really nice girls. They hate me now.
Did they hate you now? Why do they hate you now?
Well, no. It's gotten better. I mean, they hated me for a while. But
why? Because you broke up?
Yeah. I mean, we just had an ugly breakup. But
why did she think you were going to marry her?
She thought a lot of things, but we're friendly now.
Why did you break up? It seems like a good situation. Attractive girl. Money, the whole thing.
We were together for a long time, and some things just run their course.
Yeah. How now?
Run their course, huh?
When you start banging her, was this before Entourage?
Actually, yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So
did you have to choose between the sisters? I mean, you go out. Do you have to say, should I go for Paris or Nikki?
No.
Who's got the tighter vagina, Nikki Cox or Nikki Hilton?
Oh dear.
Come on, let's get that.
Dear.
Who's tighter? Who's better in bed?
Very good friends.
Who's better in bed? Nikki Cox or Nikki Hilton? You go to a girl. You go into an island. They say to you, the only thing you can bring.
You get one Nikki. Which
that
one
would
do
be
you
a tough one.
You go with Cox or Hilton?
That would be a tough one.
It would.
That would be a tough one.
Well, what's your choice? I'm giving you Schindler's List now.
Honestly, the other thing, Nikki Cox, it was so long. I mean, it was literally.
So you would take Nikki Hilton over Nikki Cox?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily.
I would take Nikki Hilton. There's a chance Nikki Cox might blurt out Jay Moore's act.
You mean if she blurts out Jay Moore's act, you would throw up?
Yeah.
Right. That's very, very mean. So. You'll never reveal which one goes the extra mile.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Honestly,
who's
Nikki
more
Cox,
loving?
I don't remember.
Who's more loving?
No, that's a tough one too.
Well, look, you've seen One Night in Paris, right?
Neither of them are loving.
No, they both are. Listen, honestly, I get along pretty well with both of them at this point. Nikki Cox and I, are really, and Jay Moore too. Jay Moore's a good guy.
But wait a minute, Kevin. You've seen One Night in Paris.
I actually haven't seen One Night in Paris, but I'm friends with Rick Solomon's a friend of mine.
Is that
Rick Solomon's an old friend of mine.
Is he a nice guy?
Very nice guy.
And what do you think of him marrying Pam Anderson?
I think he seems happy. Really, really.
You think that's
happy.
Real?
No, I don't think it's real. I know it's real. He's a good friend of mine.
Did there come a time when you saw both of the Hilton sisters naked together?
No.
That never happened. Never happened. You never saw them nude?
No.
Did there come a time when you found yourself attracted to Paris? It was a very attractive girl.
Right. Well, but I actually met Nikki through Paris, so Paris and I have been friends for a long time. But
did you try to get Paris and didn't work out?
No, she was always dated Rick.
Adrian, I think, banged her a couple of times, right? Adrian,
I want to see if let's hear this.
Good for you. I mean, I would do that in a minute. How was that for you?
Well, I haven't, but
you haven't.
I imagine it'd be great.
You made out with her a little bit?
Never.
Nothing sexual. It was rumored that you were doing her, right?
We have a very professional relationship, in fact.
Why would you have a professional relationship with her?
Well, because I'm making a documentary about the media, and she has a very intimate
prominent role.
Yeah, she does.
All
so it's a natural.
Good looking as you are, she didn't come on to you at all? Come on, let's be serious.
I mean, we flirt, of course.
Of course, yes, absolutely. I'm going to get to your documentaries in a second. Let's get through Kevin's fights in sexual history first.
Yeah, because you got right off of him socking the guy. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know how we got off that. So when you punch this Brandon Davis character, who is a very, I guess, obnoxious guy, what happens there? Why would you punch him in the face?
I
like that.
The thing, it's always the people around those girls that I had the biggest problem with. He's all right now. He just at the time was just going through, I guess, some problems. I mean, obviously
his substance abuse
whatever the case is. I just think that at that time he was going through a bad period, and I just was like,
was he rude
grouchy.
to your girlfriend?
No.
Was that why you punched him?
No, he was being rude to me and just about. And I just
what would someone say to you to get you fat ticked off?
We were just at work and we worked late, and I showed up and I just was like sober. I was like, everybody else was like kind of drunk, and I was just kind of sitting there, and I don't know. He was
going to prove to the crowd that he's going to show everyone how hip he is by insulting you.
He was insulting everybody.
I see. Yeah,
but since then,
and then you walk up to him with a closed fist and you just smack him right in the head, right?
Well, not really.
I like that.
The story's gotten better with time, but
did you knock him out?
No.
What did he do? Did he cry?
Was it as cool as Chris Rock and Tommy Lee?
It was
Kid Rock.
Or Kid Rock.
Unfortunately, it was not as cool as the Kid Rock Tommy Lee.
Have you done that a lot in your real life?
What?
Punch someone in the face?
No.
Do you ever have to go to anger management?
No.
Never had to do that.
That's never been a thing.
All right, now what about the time you punched out pro skateboarder Chad Muska at a club after...
Where do you guys get this?
He made a crack about Nikki, your girlfriend, Nikki Hilton.
Right.
And you punched him out. That's very manly. What happened there?
Chad's actually a good friend of mine.
You punched him out?
No, but he was out of control.
He was out of control.
But he's apologized.
What did he say?
Stupid.
Tell me what he said.
I mean, I shouldn't be saying this. But what? Yeah, I mean, this is satellite, right? We can say whatever.
Sure. You can say whatever you want.
He was in the DJ booth and he was like blurting things out to everybody for everybody to hear. Like, Nikki, I want to
suck your tits. Vagina.
Yeah, something like that.
Nikki, I want to suck your vagina.
Is that what the DJs say now?
The C word?
No, the
P word?
P word? Pussy.
Yes.
All right, let me help you with this because we're playing Mad Libs. You're saying he yelled out over the loudspeaker.
Not over the loudspeaker, out to the crowd.
Nikki, I want to suck your pussy. That
Correct.
set you off.
Wow. I mean, would it not?
Honestly, I would like to suck Nikki's pussy. Don't punch me.
But the worst thing is he and I are friendly. I mean, I got him on Entourage.
Right.
He was the guy that Kevin Dillon beats up his the car with the golf club.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'm the one that got him that job. So he and I are friendly, but it was just one of those things, you know.
All right.
We were fine like a couple weeks ago.
Right. But once you gave him the shot in the face, he calmed himself down, and that was the end of that.
Right.
But good for you.
And then he called, and like the next day, he like apologized, and I could have handled that differently, obviously. As well.
Where did you punch him, in the nose or in the jaw? Be more specific.
It was through a little crack in a window. I don't even know.
You just landed one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're very manly. I mean, I respect
your
that.
fist goes right through the window and connects with whatever's on the other side.
It was a cutout. It was a cutout.
Adrian, are people jealous of you? I mean, here you are on Entourage, and you're really a very handsome guy. You know that. You're a leading man type with the good looks. Do you find that other men are resentful of you? I wouldn't want to hang out with you. I know
He wouldn't even talk to you at the gym.
Exactly. I would be very hideous standing next to you. I like to hang out with uglier guys than me, and that's not easy to find.
How do you think we got the job back?
Do you find that problem?
Honestly, the guys that I hang out with aren't. They're, not really superficial like that, and they do all right with the ladies.
He's got the same friends for a while, too.
Right. So you have these friends, and you're this good-looking guy growing up. Did you start very young with your sexual resume? I would imagine that the girls were all over you early on.
They were, but I was a late bloomer.
But you had a power over women, did you not? Did you recognize it? I'm being serious.
Were you an ugly duckling, or were you always
this kid was never
cute?
ugly. Give me a break. How old were you when you got started in show business?
I was about 18.
18. Mm-hmm. And were you the best-looking kid at the high school? I'll bet you female teachers came on to you.
No, I wish.
Never happened to you?
Never.
What about male teachers? I could see that too, right?
Yeah.
Guys hit on you, right?
Occasionally I'll have to, let them know that I'm not that way.
Right. So you get into show business at 18. And what's the first job you land?
Well, I didn't get my first job until I got serious with acting around 21, and that was drive me crazy. It was like I got two roles, actually, an independent called The Adventures of Sebastian Cole, and Drive Me Crazy.
And you get into show business, you get on this show Entourage, and things really break for you. Not only a good-looking dude, but you're on a hit show, right? This is very, very big in Hollywood. I mean, I can't imagine there's a party that you don't go to where you don't get laid.
Well, that's the show.
Yeah.
That's the show, but I'm talking about real life. In a way, is it getting boring already? Like there's no chasing? I mean, have you ever been turned down by a woman? Well, especially in the last couple of years?
I mean, the thing about it is people expect me to be Vince.
Right.
They want me to be. I mean, they fantasize about my life. So I almost have to put it on for them a little bit in order to satisfy.
For example, you're dating a Sports Illustrated swimsuit model right now. This is very exciting to me. I mean, it really is exciting. Her name is Melissa Keller. For 2 years you've been banging her? Do I have that right or am I lying?
We've been hanging out for a couple of years, yeah.
And when they say on and off, that means you can...
Oh, you take time off?
Yeah, they take time off.
Oh, my goodness.
And she's so wrapped up in you.
So anytime you meet somebody else, you take time off.
On and off.
You know what's so great about...
I'm not married.
No, you're not married, but what is the move? How do you convince a girl to be on and off? Is it that... I mean, this is a girl who could get any guy she wants. This is
pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And you can even treat her shitty and go, well, let's be honest. You can go out and bang a few broads and then say, okay, I'm ready to come back to you. This is a wonderful, wonderful story.
and I would like to hear more about it.
You're ready to be on again.
Yeah. How do you meet a broad like this?
When you get lonely,
Right. How'd you meet a girl? You've seen her, obviously.
She worked on Entourage. I was there when they met.
Oh, is that the move?
I was standing right there when they met.
In fact, I took a step back and let Connolly hit on her first.
I both did.
He couldn't close, so I had to come.
Was it love at first sight on the set? I mean, how does this work?
I actually really did find her extremely interesting in
the van ride. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Where you take a van to the set.
Yes.
So we were shooting at the Earth Cafe, and we pile into the van, and you could just see him. He was kind of
these two.
He was zoning.
They're the two best-looking people in the van, there's no reason we shouldn't make love.
Right.
You just leave them alone when that happens.
I mean, and he was putting on the full court press. It was very obvious.
I've been in that position before in show business where you got to make the ugly people small talk. You know, while the two good-looking people do, they do whatever
Isn't
they
it great
do.
being the background to their romance?
And you got to be like, "Did you see the game last night? You want to go?"
I remember in college, my roommate Lou was a good-looking guy, medical student, the whole deal, and I would always be in the background while he met
having
the new girl.
small talk.
Yeah, it was really great. You know,
Was she the broad who was the waitress at the Earth Cafe? Am I thinking of this correctly? Then when she played the waitress,
Season 3, episode 1.
She was a waitress.
No, she wasn't. She
Kevin,
comes
did you
walking
beat off
across
to
the
this
street.
girl? I bet you did. I bet you went home and beat off
No,
to her.
but I did. I was campaigning for him to get with her.
How long does it take you? Like she's obviously trained on you and fixated because you're the star of the show, and she.
Oh, it's because he's the star of the show, not because he has any particular charm or.
What girl do you know cares about charm? So, how long does it take before the two of you become lovers?
She actually was quite flaky. I called her several times, and she
smart.
And good move.
Yeah, good move. Now, how do you So let's say you're going out a few months, and then you decide, look, I need to break up with you right now. Do you tell her do you actually have a phone call or an in-person meeting where you say it's time to break up, or is it just unsaid?
Well, it's not so much of a breakup. I mean, it's just about not really knowing whether or not you want to make that commitment, that full.
So when she reads in the paper
commitment.
But when she reads in the paper you're out with some other girl, does she say, "Okay, that's it, we're off now"? That's it.
The papers always lie. Come on.
But how do you tell her when it's time to start up again? Like that's got to be a weird move. You know what I mean? Or
He's mastered it.
There's no protocol. It's if you just open up and be honest and
that's right.
Talk about how you feel.
So are you on or off now?
Yeah, where are you at now? Robin needs to know.
Where are you right now?
Where are you at?
That's a very good question.
Oh, are you on or off?
I think we're on.
Oh, you're not sure though.
No, I think we're on. Well, I'm in New York, so.
Oh, we've got the.
Does she live in New York?
You're on
She's
in
in LA.
California.
Oh, do you two argue about it? Is it a source of because it sounds to me like she's dating you and you're on and off again?
No, I'm very open. Like she can do whatever she has to do to find what she needs
If you
to find.
saw her with another guy, you'd have.
Would you be upset? Yeah.
I work on my jealousy, but I'm not a very jealous person.
Do you love
by
her?
nature?
Are you in love with her?
I don't really know what that means.
You know what it means.
I don't.
Oh
you
my
in love
God!
With her?
I'm a very philosophical person. We can talk all day about definitions.
Ah, boy, that's cold stuff. Man.
Yeah, really.
I'm heartless.
Well, you've got a great resume. Let me brag for you.
What's on his list?
Well, I question some of these women.
All right.
Kirsten Dunst, you had sex with.
Why? No.
She's okay, but you're much.
Yeah, what
you
is
could do
that?
much better, is what I'm saying. Did anyone ever say that to you while you were dating her? That you could do much better?
Why are you with her?
I didn't date her.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Never had sex with her?
No.
What about Melissa Joan Hart?
No.
Never had sex. Because I was going to
No.
say you're way. She's not even in your league.
See, like I'm saying, people want me to be Vince, but I'm not.
But you're not. You've actually got it under control. Did you bang?
That's the story. Those are the stories that they sow about me.
When you appeared in a Britney Spears video, did you have sex with her?
No.
Wow. Well, look at the self-control you have.
Wait a minute. So not while the video was going on, but after?
Well, she was quite young at the time.
Oh, was she?
By the way, Adrian's got a pretty interesting story. He did a documentary about.
I saw that documentary.
I never saw the documentary, but I heard you interviewed about it, and it's kind of a sad story.
Yeah.
Your mom and dad were hippies, and they lived on some commune.
Yeah.
And then when you were like 6 years old, I guess your dad split, and you never saw him again. And you weren't even sure he was your dad because everyone on the commune was screwing each other so much that they weren't even sure.
It was a question.
And you did a documentary to go find your real dad. Mm-hmm. And this was before you were in Entourage. This had to be very, very painful to you. Do you think this is why you can't commit to the Sports
And you
Illustrated
don't know what
swimsuit?
love is
Yeah,
and
do you,
the whole
is that
thing.
a whole thing?
Yeah, I think that definitely has something to do with it.
And then when you finally located your father,
The music.
he rejected you, right? Didn't he?
Did he reject me? No, actually.
But his wife did.
You haven't seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
You ought to see it.
I want to see it.
Yeah, that's
But
kind
I'm
of the
asking you a
point.
question. Didn't your father's wife say, "Don't come around here anymore"?
Well, she was a little threatened by me. Yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't want to give the movie away, but
Give it away.
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
give it away. It's the biological offspring of the man you're with, of your husband, person you love.
When your father's wife met you, did she just say, "Screw this, I'm going to bed with you," because you were so good looking?
That'll show him.
Yeah.
Now, there's a movie.
That's a good movie. So when you met with your father, were you bitter and angry? Did you say, "How the fuck can you have a kid and never ever want to see him"? Did you say that?
Well, the thing about the movie is I didn't really have any feelings about my dad, and everybody around me told me, "Oh, you must be bitter, you must be angry," and they would do the whole sob story thing. And in fact, I had a great life. My mother was extremely strong. She was a sufficient fatherly figure.
I think you're kidding yourself. I think you're in denial. I think that there had to be some hole in your heart that there's a man out there who's my father and he's alive and he doesn't want to see me.
Weren't you happy to meet him?
Why were you searching for him if you didn't care?
Well, I was curious.
Why were you curious if you didn't care, if you had such a great life?
Well, because I was looking for something.
You were
that I
looking
could
for
look up
something.
to.
You were looking for something.
Sure.
Of course
But, you know,
were.
ironically, there was a father figure in my life who, you know, because he wasn't my biological father, never felt obligated to stay around.
Right.
And he was the one who I actually felt most abandoned by.
He split too on you. Everyone splits on you.
Yeah. Well, no, he because
I see a kid like you, I wouldn't split on you. I'd say, this kid's a cash machine. If I get him in the movies.
You know, but the
You wanna be
parents
my
never know. They're the
surrogate
last to know.
Sure. Why not? So when
You know, I did see the movie.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. And I got to say that it opens with at Father's Day at Yankee Stadium, right?
Go Yankees.
Right, exactly. So just that sentence means so much to me. Father's Day at Yankee Stadium. That evokes all these emotions in me. And I do feel on some level that, you know, if you don't understand that, you were robbed of something. And the other thing I got, and I mean, the beginning of it, you're clearly curious. You're asking all these guys with their fathers in Yankee Stadium. And the other thing I realized, this guy who was your father figure was clearly annoyed that you were trying to find this other guy. Is that the case, or did I misinterpret? He looked like he was pissed off that, you know, after this guy wasn't around, all of a sudden he's getting all this attention.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean,
that would piss me off.
He seemed aggravated. There's a great scene where they're eating dinner together.
jealous,
It's a very real thing, and he's like, he
He's probably
wasn't
like,
here
hey,
for
put all
this.
this time into you, and now you're busy looking for this other
Well, that's
club.
why you shouldn't even bother.
Right.
It was interesting.
And ironically, my biological father, had he been around, probably wouldn't have taken me to a Yankees game.
Right.
What is the name of that movie? I'm going to watch it.
Shot in the Dark.
Shot in the Dark. I will see it. Because,
it's good. It's well done. Yeah.
That has to be a very painful thing
It's
to go
wrenching,
looking
yeah.
for your father on film. It's a good idea, though. I got to say, that's a real cool idea. Tell most of us, though, what it's like, because most people don't care about anything else but vagina. Tell us what it was like when you had a threesome with two models. What was that like for you?
And I had a threesome with two
It says,
models.
according to the New York Post, Adrian had a threesome
Well, how would they know?
with two models from the website doubleagent.com at the Sundance Film Festival in 2006.
Oh, you did it at a film festival.
Now, do you remember?
That's the tabloid media for you.
You know,
You're
there's two
saying
players
that
in the room.
page
and you-
six-
Documentary about that.
You are saying
Yeah, exactly.
page 6 is lying?
Your fucking glasses.
We have tape of it. There you are.
You know, there's two players in the room. When you ask that question, they don't know who you're
Yeah,
referring
which
to.
one of us is he talking about?
I'm saying they're speculating.
So you
I
did,
mean, basically, I think they mentioned some sort of sex toy business.
yes,
Right.
they did. Right. So you
Yeah.
think it was just a publicity thing?
It's a publicity thing. I mean, I actually did go into, at Sundance, they give you a lot of free things.
Right.
And I went in, and there were these two girls, and we were all talking about the toys and having fun and joking around. And then we left with bags of stuff, and they put,
But you have had,
but they also plugged their store.
Right, but you've had three ways. True.
They made the assumption that.
But you've had three ways.
I've done my fair share of experimenting. In my
Kevin, you too?
Yeah.
You've had three ways too. Everyone is out there having three ways.
You, Bobcat, and Nicky.
Have you ever done it with two guys and a girl?
No.
Adrian, have you ever done it with two guys and a girl?
I think at one point I tried at one, but my friend was a little too excited and it made me nervous.
It is weird to be in a room. I've never had a threesome with two guys, and a lot of guys on this show have. It's got to be weird to see your friend there nude, and he could even accidentally shoot a load on you.
How about a stranger?
It was awkward.
Right. So you did it, but it was hard for you.
No, I did not ultimately go through with it.
Really? You backed out?
I don't believe that's true. I'm going to bring in a lie detector on that one. I think you did go through it.
I'll take it.
Let's go to who the heck is on the phone? All right, let's say hi to Kevin from Manhattan. We are here with the boys from Entourage. Are we just celebrating Entourage or something new?
The Entourage coffee table book.
Where's the plug for that? Entourage coffee table book.
There's a coffee table book.
Oh, I see here. The book Entourage, A Lifestyle is a Terrible Thing to Waste, is in stores now. Do you guys get a cut of this action?
No.
Why are you pushing
HBO,
it
again.
Well, because, we're team players. Oh. And they asked us to come out here and... Adrian's getting a call.
Oh, who's calling?
It's my alarm.
Adrian and Kevin
I'm supposed to be waking up right now, not 3 hours prior.
Adrian and Kevin will be signing copies of the book this morning at 10:30 at the HBO shop on 6th Avenue, Manhattan, and this afternoon at 1 o'clock at Borders at Columbus Circle. And girls, I would really recommend you get down there and try to have sex with these guys.
Is everybody hooked up right now, Kevin? Are you dating someone again? Or
I'm sort of,
Yeah.
Look at you.
I'm on and off.
How about the broad on the show?
I never know how to work on and off. I really do wish you guys would come clean and explain on and off to me, because
it's just a hard life.
I feel guilty. I mean, I'm like, you know what? If I'm on with somebody, I'm on with them. That's it. And then I'm off permanently. I don't know how you keep coming in and out and get the girl hooked into that whole rhythm.
Sometimes it's not always the guy. Sometimes it's the girl that's doing the on and off thing.
Really? Well, no one's doing that with me.
Girls are the new guys.
That's right.
Girls are the new guys.
I have enough time arranging the on part. I'm not that anxious to get on the off part. All right, let's go to Kevin in Manhattan. Kevin.
Hey, Howard, how are you? Just two quick things. I met Kevin at the club called The Pool in Atlantic City. Mm-hmm. And Kev, I saw you with some smoking hot broads. Did anything come of that? We were very jealous, me and my friends.
Remember that night?
Yes, I do remember that night, bro. You guys were great.
You
By
remember
the way,
we're wondering if Kevin
on the phone, did he punch you when he said
No, but I have a theory about that, too, Howard. That was my second point. Much like the caller said last week with Howie, with the Audie, with the New Jersey attitude. Kevin is a typical Irish boy from Long Island, because I'm an Irish guy from Long Island. We're the same way. You cross us, and that's it. It's all over. It's game on right away.
That's all. You punch someone, and that's it. I mean, listen, I would punch people, too, but I'm too much of a
You're
pussy.
Afraid.
That's why I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'll get beat up.
I grew up with Irish families who will beat the shit out of each other.
Yes. Yeah.
Did your family beat the shit out of each other?
No, I mean, my brother is actually a cop in Suffolk County. He's a detective, and he's big. He's far bigger than I am, so that was never really much of a match. So I would never want to do that. But no, the Atlantic City thing.
I'm a typical Jewish guy from Long Island. I sue people all the time. Constantly, I bring them into court. Yeah.
The Atlantic City thing was fun. It was a good. That was a good Kevin.
That was
Kevin
a great night. Great
yeah,
night, bro.
Good time.
So you remember these girls?
Yeah, no, they were nice girls.
Yeah, and do you keep in touch with them? Are you on and off again with them?
I keep in touch with them, though. I actually do keep in touch with one of the girls I met that night.
Yeah. Let's go to Amy. Amy, you're on the air in Baltimore.
Oh, my gosh. I can't even believe I'm talking to you. I've been calling for 10 years. Howard, Robin, I love you. Artie, I love you. And you guys, I love the show. I want to know if you really smoke weed on that show. And if you don't, what is it that you smoke?
It's not weed.
It's not real weed. You can't smoke real weed.
It's at 7:30 in the morning.
Besides the fact that it's illegal.
Do you guys do weed in real life? Do you like smoking weed?
I did years ago. It kind of faded.
Adrian, you're not into weed?
I do, but I don't inhale.
Let's go to Jamie. Jamie in Worcester, Mass. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
What's up?
Hey.
One word for Massachusetts. Anyway, hey, Nikki Clark, did she have big tits back when you dated her, or did
Kevin, that's a legitimate question. When you were dating Nikki Cox, did she have big boobs?
Yes.
She did.
Yes.
Were they fake?
Howard,
no.
They were not. They were real.
No, they ain't fake.
Wow, that's
oh my God, Howard.
What's it like when you the first time you get inside a girl like that? Do you say, "Oh my God, let me pinch myself"? Acting was the right career. I'm meeting these hot chicks.
Yeah,
you do.
Basically, and she was obviously way out of my league, especially at that time. She was unbelievable, and At the time, I mean, seriously, she was like one of the most beautiful girls.
Why isn't she the biggest star in the world? If she's that hot?
She was at that time like the hottest.
When you
one of the hottest girls alive.
first got her, how old was she?
Howard.
Like 17.
Yes.
Are you serious?
Look at you.
Howard.
Did you have anal sex with her?
No.
You did not have anal sex. 17's young for anal sex.
That is young, yes.
Robin was handling anal
together.
sex. How old were you in your first anal
I
sex?
was 25.
25. Yeah, you need to be with a 25-year-old to introduce that kind of.
No, because by the time I met her, she was only 21, and that would have been in the. And
was she dating Bobcat?
Yeah, she dated Bobcat. Used to come by our set all the time, but I had an awful. But I had an awful relationship with her because. Like this big black guy who was around all the time. He overheard me say the N-word.
Oh,
but
Why would that upset him?
But I was saying it as a joke.
That's different.
No. Honestly, he was a black guy with green eyes.
It's always a joke.
He was a black guy with green eyes.
All right, let's.
And you know the expression, he gets more pussy than a green-eyed N-word?
Hello?
Yes.
I don't know.
We answered the question, Jamie.
Are you the Irish guy? I'm going to beat the fuck out of you.
Celeste is on the phone. She says she'll have an orgasm if she talks to Adrian and Kevin. Go ahead, Celeste.
Oh, God. Oh, God. No, I can't believe you guys are on there. I'm so happy.
Is Celeste the older woman?
Celeste, let me ask you something. Are you touching yourself right now?
Masturbating.
Are you in your wheelchair?
No.
Do you want the guys to talk dirty to you?
Yeah.
Would you actually orgasm on the air?
Oh, yeah.
You would. She doesn't sound bad.
Oh, please.
No.
I don't hear you orgasming. Guys, say something sweet
Celeste.
and sexy. Go ahead. Talk to her.
Adrian, you talk to her, buddy.
Adrian, go ahead.
Hi, Celeste.
Hi.
Nice. Very orgasmic.
Celeste, get into it with Adrian. Come on, let's go.
He loves this stuff.
Celeste, what do you dream of doing to him?
I dream of sucking his cock.
Oh, God.
Right to the point.
Right to the point.
Adrian, describe your penis to Celeste so that we can hear her have an orgasm. Is it long and thin or more beer can-ish?
It's
Adrian's getting hard, I can attest to that.
It's like John Leslie's perfect cock. I put my mouth on the tip.
Well, I'm blushing.
Go on, Celeste.
I'm uncomfortable personally.
Adrian, are you uncomfortable with phone sex?
On the radio, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you guys, I didn't know you were
I haven't
such
gone
prudes.
that far out there
Well,
yet.
pretend you're in a scene. If I told you were on Entourage right now and there was a woman on the phone who you had to have phone sex
Yeah,
with,
you're
could you
madly
do
in
it?
love with a girl who's traveling.
I mean, certainly
Celeste.
you can't do that for my audience and let these people have an orgasm. Very selfish of the two of you. I'm a little.
I'm not good at improv.
Right, let's go
I
to
just
Rich.
froze up.
Rich, go ahead.
I wanted to help her. I wanted to help her. I just froze up.
Yeah, Kevin, are you...
And by the way, Celeste, I will give you 8.
19-year-old?
Wait, say again, Rich.
Yeah, I was wondering, is it true that Kevin's banging that hot 19-year-old from Dancing with the Stars, Juliana?
If you are, I want to smell your fingers. Are you dating the girl from Dancing with the Stars?
Which girl is that?
The blonde, the young 19. Are you son of a bitch? She's my fave.
I met her, and I mean, I just met her.
You banged her?
I just met her, but she's amazing.
Are you going out with her?
I've gone out with her a couple times, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you motherfucker.
But I love her.
This guy wants to pleasure
No,
himself.
Punch me in the face because I'm about to say something.
No, she's amazing. She's amazing.
Wait a second. Hold it a second. You're dating the blonde
I didn't say I'm dating. Don't
That chick
scare
has
her
the
off.
greatest.
Don't scare her
That
off.
chick has the greatest body I've ever seen.
She's the
on a
most
human being.
amazing thing I've met in years.
I would marry
Is
her.
she a
So would I.
dancer or is she a
So would I.
contestant, Howard? I don't know.
She is a professional dancer.
Oh.
She's 19.
Who's she dancing with? The soap opera guy?
The race car driver.
Oh, the race car
The race car driver, who I think is trying to get in her pants too.
I don't know.
What do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not
How
sure,
did you
but
get a date with her?
I met her out, and I just met her somewhere. And funny, ironically enough, she said, "You want to dance?" I said, "I don't dance." I didn't know that she was. And then I watched the show. I was like, "Wow, now I really don't dance." But I've gone out with her a couple times, and yeah, I mean,
where do you take a girl like that?
No, we went out to dinner a couple times or something.
Oh, look at you. You take her to dinner, huh? Then where do you go? Back to your Malibu
Your
pad?
bachelor pad?
You got a bachelor pad? What kind of pad you got?
I got a house. I bought a house.
You got a little house going, huh?
Yeah, I got a
Look
nice
at
little
you,
house.
son of a bitch. I didn't know you were in that league, man. I bow
No,
to you.
listen, she's fantastic, and I'm actively pursuing her, but who knows?
What do you mean? Is she seeing some other dudes? You want
I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to,
What do? You kick your roommates out for the night?
I don't have any roommates.
You got your own place?
Yeah.
Look at you.
I would hope they have their own joint by now.
Adrian, have you met her yet?
I haven't.
I was just telling him about it in there, though.
He hasn't brought her to meet the family yet.
Do you watch Dancing with the Stars at all?
I've never seen the show.
How did he know? Is that caller? Is that caller still
I
on
hung
there?
up on him.
How did he know? How did they know? I didn't know
don't know.
anybody.
Look
Probably
at
like
you.
soccer.com
But I like
or
her.
something.
How do you meet a chick like that? You're
I
at the
just met
club.
her. I met her out.
Where are you out that you meet her?
I met her at Hyde.
Hyde.
That's
a club?
It's a club, yeah. That's like the...
Son of a gun.
He actually he picks up women in clubs.
I see how they know. There's a picture of
But
you
this
and
girl
her
is
in Us Weekly.
It's not in Us Weekly, is it?
Yeah.
Wow. This girl is a 10. She is a 10. She is a perfect...
She's a perfect 10.
She's a perfect...
I'm going to tell you something.
She's fantastic.
I think she might be a 12.
She might
There's
be.
such a thing.
Yeah. No, but...
Is she
honestly,
a moron or is she kind of
she's
bright?
the sweetest, smartest... I mean, she's perfect.
He's really laying it on thick, isn't
Yeah,
he?
but
He did say he
must
was
not have banged her
actively
yet.
pursuing.
I'm actively...
Yeah.
That's the way it is. I'm
So
actively...
you haven't banged her yet?
No, of course not. I'm
What do
actively...
you mean, of course not? I would get her on one night. I would say, I must have you. This is it.
But I'm trying to, I would, I like her. I do. I can't believe
Did she say she likes you?
I think, no. But I think she does. I think she might, a little bit.
Has she seen some other dudes, too?
I don't think so. I mean, who knows? Again, you have to... You never put anything past anybody.
Do you speak to her
I've learned.
Do you speak to her on the phone every day?
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
Fuck.
No, she's great.
Who's hotter?